Then I me so me mount to me and I me so as a great woman of God. Mount away if he is right. My anointing oil enuye. Me Bible enuye. Send a me so. Say honorable Sammy Jemfi. Actually $800. It's an ameme so. The Juma Baba born dear. Me say make treasure to my sorry dining. Nenya minya no kwafu. Nenya nini ho. Because no Bible no kind see yenye nipa nyina yi. One yi. It's if Sammy Jemfi has dashed me money, he deserves to give me. And you know soon see any obenya problem, I will return it back.
It is quite ironic that the government is promising one thing in respect of monetary policy, and these functionaries are doing something different. And when I made the comment that the CD has made some gains and the gain is only a fleeting gain, we need to posit that development outside the country, external development, the United States currency, the United States dollar is struggling. It's struggling on the back of the fact that there are investors' uncertainty. The trade war between China and the United States, the tariff war, is affecting the United States. So it is depreciating against major currency. It has depreciated against the United States, I mean the Japanese yen, depreciated against the euro, depreciated against the Australian dollar. So it's depreciating against all major currencies. For us, we welcome it as good deal because it provides respite for the Ghanaian people. And we should be doing everything to encourage that or to support that movement. We're also describing the stability of the city as off the shores of the compass. You must understand that a big currency like the United States dollar is not only your city cannot perform against only by one factor. Several factors come to play, and at the appropriate time, we just want to give the government the only go and for the government dollars, and it provides some space for our city to perform favorably against the dollar.
Sammy Jemfi, we are looking at him with an eagle eye. Careful now. He went on a private mission.
Exactly.
He went out there. Maybe nim class on the maniagra da.
Also nim no da. First time on motion.
Ena where you sika every ni kemu wa kain or the amano. No musa ya who Jesus Christ a brand man koye you know omo fo abaso omo koto abodo no. Wose mumu wine na onye bone da onto bo mo ba no. People ebinu ya nim kofo mo ya party mo camp $50,000 to book behind the scenes. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. We will not support this. My friend, I think he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. Me, I will say it, and I don't care who owns his dog. When it's dead on arrival. Sammy Jemfino is dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. Nobody has the moral right to attack that young man. Me, first person, I'm this Sammy Jemfino on UTV. Exchanges blows. I'm telling you, that gentleman will be any bit me attacking on this particular matter. I'm telling you, public official, evidence is so real. Who evidence? Bring it out. Let the special prosecutor deal with him. Young man, Sammy Jemfino, more $10,000 on your be. What are you talking? $10,000, I say. More black run on your Sammy Jemfi can have $10,000. What are you talking about? Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Nobody should go and attack the gentleman. There's nothing wrong. And I'll say it. Nothing wrong. And I will say it anywhere. There's nothing wrong.
On say, you see, I dear Bakwayana,
politics are careful. You're careful where we want to trade on. Gold board documents can see be a pure. Says Sikabia ira. Budget almost about 50,000 euros. Ira ma gold will be a copy baby. And we Chesikawa Bonti, and that is a lead. That is a lead. Some of what you're doing.
Minimum
and that be 2% say. Jai, minimum Mamon call. There be a memeka someone. Yeah, presidential candidate Japan, Japan. Or then or Jessica Mancroft or Renko school fees. Now they do a president. No be about no easy karma will be no be a coachano or the we have to stop it right there. Stop it right there. Let's find an empirical evidence. Say Kwano, young man will real dream baby out here. What are you talking about? Yeah, munya we are me be say me support Debbie. Why a young man or a young man wa di Muhammad chabre, and people want to vilify him to get his job out of him. No media obi koso ayem there. Young men in whole country ano wa apologize who said the youthful exuberance. In the full glare of the general public in our culture, maybe it's not good. We can vilify him on that grounds, but not.
And that's what we are talking about.
Well, but we shouldn't take it to that level. See, you need
but what is the chief of staff?
Join chief of staff. We need the It's not going to help. Let the young man enjoy whatever. Let him enjoy.
What is President Mahama
code of ethics? Have you read the code of ethics?
Or say,
is there any proof to be a said yes, and it's against the code of ethics? Tell me, and I'll tell you.
Now, Obia, you say, men Jessica Crown ebe 20,000 as gift.
There be no GBB or J and
now say what me for check BB sana.
Now maybe we say a question say Sami Jan fit to 2% chest on 10,000 Ghana cedis and 20 Ghana 20,000. What are you talking about? Ye Jenica, go and check his salary. Nyoma ya the man on it, nyoma onyao. And why ye politics what dear chila kwa beya abante mini ko TV so anya Land Cruiser no use Land Cruiser bako ye say auto opposition oba no for Land Cruiser dey buy. Many na call radio so bear 10,000 use Land Cruiser. What are you talking about? President Mahama on share. Onye duma kwa President Mahama to come $10,000 man. What are we talking about here? Ah, my brother, mummy enjai sa de no. Mummy enjai emwa abrantie no wa bresa opposition sa afi na obenya baabi ahia. Say bi obesan kwan kakra ma na busuafo so a benefit. Yenko ehon ya kunsu ni eyinti. Wakasa ti akrofo. Yes, on corruption base, and I agree on those people who think they can go back. It hasn't got to that level.
Yes, Sisi Adapa thereby. Obia who says Sisi Adapa ko weska. But the way you can't
compare oranges with apples.
And he's saying,
here is a case where a minister of state Sika Bebre ashono no akọ report to ama police. Na police case abem na ye kana evidence abana special prosecutor abem na be public domain here can say it's a different thing altogether. Don't compare oranges to apples. There's a difference. Na sabi je fi sika she ne pass e no no aso bi awia e ba ko report no o che sika o ti ase there we have an issue. Special prosecutor comes in yen ukra gold board the amount sika do so po say nti that amount of money in cross watch $10,000 $20,000 my brother fatun chain enye issue. It's not an issue. That boy can other menena full plane menen ni hopes in adoye ye call UN General Assembly ye full ye opposition time not the business class na ye the economy. What are you talking about? Yeah, what bem ye the economy. Yeah, what bem or ye lawyer not yet the economy not the business class. What are you talking about? Business class I say. Well, to me, I think me Ubusana as a political strategist. This is a dead on arrival. And we cannot capitalize on this to score political points. Oh, party move dere. Now no mimi abonye on things mo be ka kira Frank and Japan ho a. Yetimi eno no ye kan ho se woni ba bi e be ko akọwi. Jai yen ko yen deal with internal matters. Yen solve your problems ye hunu. On te say mo kasantu mo fa. Ye fe no dwaso hantan fia reho. Me say on dwaso hantan fia reho. Kobisa santimi bi otitwi no nkere wase se me ozu be mpa ma betra so se asem a ye kodi sami jamfi asem ye bi a chodwuhu ye fe no dwaso hantan fia reho efie nwoye o sore ba beka se obi chai efie nwoye o ba ye se mo pe unity ntima mo nkasa unity ni se ye nkasa de se mintiase.
Okay, baby, I will be a mama about TVXYZ while we're hemming. We'll fear a jumum, baby, I will share be an unchiakase and como ye papa. TVXYZ and when it goes to our way, Sasuna wa utemi power 97.9 FM. Idia me this year, Ken Nicholas will be to me from chief driver. Mameka say Kukudam so mo bomb chidom Mr. Kelvin Asante, executive producer, Sasuna ko MCR, ye be hu Imanuanete a sound, Sasuna wofa Peter, Ralph Jampo, or Sofo Alex, Team Nina so Boa Papa MCR, Oba Camerasa, ye wo Mr. Frankie Kofi Asa. Asare and Asante Frankie Kofi Asante or the Frankie Nishi it's also na Elvis so ha into omo na omo so eboa mo cameras a ema uhum wo fiefie ahrowa wo hwemi na ye ko omo so omo ehyehyie ma me hwan ye fa ye nua ba ye gifty one nua Elizabeth Tego o senda no homfa no nya me man speedy recovery and katene na aye ne yare na yo enti me kuku da me na mu na aka bo ma boa ma ende ye di adwumadi edeba na say answer na ebe hye dwumadi na ase ne hu kasamfoyin ahoro bebre emo make out say stream live wo Power 979 FM Facebook TVXYZ Ghana answer na YouTube so XYZ Broadcasting wo call TikTok so ye na ho nti ubetumi ahwebina bibia etumi akọ enkansa na ora Sami Jemfia oye acting CEO de ma gold board Nensema memende ye papa ya de na prophet Nigel Gacy o papa eyi okopie mu no kwana ye maame agrada Sami umma mefu okakra ono de obi onim Sami Jemfi bia nim Sami Jemfi adoye oye enyende no osi mu ya ye nim Sami osunyan anso obeko KN University ne na imse Sami adoye da enti Sami de obi oye adoye ni tirimu kan otene kemu na oyi sika kakra na odiama agrada no na honsam abese MPP fo bo hunkro na yebeka aka ye ho a before 2016 elections His Excellency John Dramani Mahama okopie mu wo market oh yes aboboshi market ye kaye nuanum kaye yo for bi omomo 50 cedis no tibi omomo bi saso na track pushers ne market women na aboboshi omomo ska bo kai the new patriotic party for semi second world war hu de sa enso yenimem MPP phobia o matuska Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say ni video wa anchemunyi enye sika bondle no yi ne we no tugu nkofo so sani edeng minima dintia ye national issues ne mo say ye ka ho asem owura Sami Jemfi nsem ya be ya asem bia wodwen ho a wonti ase ha Moshe Dr. Mahmoud Baumia for the benefit of your listeners into some chem mo hu mohwe okwayi eye we nye not eye hwesika no to no say bundle so asika ye okure ba ko bia 50,000 Ghana cedis 50,000 Ghana on the way you know kasa akomni nchum aha ye the evidence na ye adwuma evidence based Dr. Mahmoud Baumia no wakwayi mohwe 50,000 Ghana cedis esika no to no we not to go nkofo so won sembi ho na say ye hwe oman no ekwenanim ye friend saying cedi no depreciate biom ye good dollar na sansemi na yenka yam princess sia no ye dollar no sepse a cedi ni good dollar no eni mas cedi na nya hoden a say o se niam suti gutafo tete niam sansemi bi na ehia issues say na moma yenka Sami Jemfi and then a Sami Besiso and then a Sami you opposition in ano nyame adom nyame ehira no woni me pempe me cha Sami ade ha woni me pedifo aboa Sami Jemfi ensam bi ho a me mpesa ye ka MPP fo ehihye akire ni wo ye party fu so me mo bi se wadwen ensam o mo kaka no wodwen ho bia wonti ase mumma ye raba shi sa ne me na ye focus on resetting Ghana dollar says ya sidi na nya hode ma ogu na nim asema boga setian monte eniama bi o say ye ka ban na bo no humboden a make say o say niama ye tete so gutafo ye dede ye press wo mo tete ene na hia says ya no sidi na nya hode niama ekofom ye hwe nka na dwomfo no tete niama so na ye ho mpa bai ye ho ntoya Sami Jemfi nsem sadie ho na nya bi da ye ni ha na ye friend say obi mpa sisika gu opo Sanya menyina ye kakanse mena we yi $800 de ache obi a ya yesa ma asem na beye bi wo men jai Sami Jemfi no nya adwuma nyame ahira no sabi o ye nua no onimede na nya de a we na bi si de be ka wasem se boni bi Sami Jemfi a ye hwe MPP fo na omunsem baba wo national ye friends and service scheme sika afufa mo nsaso nka na wenya ho bi agina keka na Sami Jemfi na obai no nja akotua na hwe nsem mo kaka masa wo ye Ghana ni na wo hwe mu tie mi a yen rubbish sansensem no mama ye ma sansensem ni endidi yetirim omo ye JMB ekeka nsem bebre editi a JM na JM a check ya yo 50 cedis na mekeka ho sansem ni de na ekosi wodwe no a wonte ase wode mama yankwa na yankwa hwe eyi na nabi onankasa wari na nimegu ase MPP organizer national organizer nsem bi okai oni hwe ka mama ye ntie mbra ewi a ya to sansem no so
is useless if the president is unable to act on this matter. Ladies and gentlemen, the irony of the present circumstance is that not only was Mr. Samijefi a loud critic of Honorable Cecilia Dapa for some months ago, but he was equally very critical of her ladyship Justice Okono few weeks ago because the judicial service paid for tickets in dollars, although this was the required currency transaction in such matters and also well situated within the travel policy of the judicial service. We say without fear of contradiction that in the absence of Mr. Samijefi providing direct evidence of the source of funding, thousands of United States dollars found in his car, seen in the video widely circulated on social media, these funds are proceeds of unlawful or criminal enterprise by Mr. Samijefi. Section 1 of the Anti-Money Laundering Act, Act 1044, makes the possession, concealment, conversion, disguise or transfer.
Enti sansemi na mama yentungu kra mohwe MPP national organizer Nana Boache friend na nabi muntie nsem okeka mo yenim sika horo wa moto e de bonkofo ene na yenua eyi aboa papa wusu bempeka no mo $250,000 e de bonkofo to ma ne nse ye kasa ye ka mo nsem a ye be ka ma de achi nti nsem bi o ho amokeka wodwen ho bia ho nti ase we MPP amanyoko mu party se bia no egu mwanya 38% man hwe ni ya mo besa ko 21% mo ndwen kwan ya mbehwe aya reorganization na nse mo se thank you to na adane eyi third world war amoku mo party ankase jedem anema nkoyi mo hwe nka mo party asem mo hwe endi mo party nkomo we Ghana ni eniema akoso je we why press conference MPP for ya na eka say CD ni ebetumi alok ye ntumi o enso NDC for ya me bra adwene ntiase so NDC my yard na my press conference no bi akasa MPP for afi na musu nyansa hu nyansa hwe nkwasi asama amudi sami de mfi oye na adwuma megidi mpenifo so nim se mo ye na nyade eti amra nti nyade a o se mo soye na mo koye bueye no party na adwene bi en Kennedy Japan no kan so mo nim nyansa nti nkwasi asem bi ana mo kan na we so na mami agrada video nso mehia ma o se eye owura Sami Jemfi onu nti na $800 o de chair no ye beyi na di na ye we di a onu abefilm no ho evidence no de sika na ba na omaje Sami age na de amomu yi Sami Jemfi edi me pa cho ye grassroots fo na ye members no memma sebiwa ye masa ansemi ye we ndidi nkofo nkaka nsem gu nka say na question ye bisa ne say aso agrada emfiska na mbra na ye nua Sami Jemfi onji scanner na ana say Ghana ye culture ye ko baabi a we de na sidin to ase eni bibia ni a sebiwa ye pese ye di nipa ye chedo a ye tumi de sikobi sai se oje eje sa don ye nyimfi hwa na me pacho mo men san hwe mame agrada na sem no kan ni bium e fa no e ye sika no mfemra mu me ye ntie ye ba ye beto aso
and return the $800 and double times it. I will do that. I will try to go to his office, maybe and I will go there with my camera and show it to Ghanaians. Se Ghana way, more $10 no, enunye mediaba, me di crack munyi musika, na media meka, me di sino. Se na me so, me mount to nie, and na me so as a great woman of God. Months away, if Israel. my anointing oil enunie me Bible enunie sana meme so se honorable Sami Jemfi actually $800 it's na meme so na djuma e ba be born dia me say me treasure to ma sorry dining na nyame nya no kwafo na nyame ni ho because no Bible no na kan se yenya nipa nyina yi wan yim. It's if Sami Jemfi has dashed me money, he deserves to give me. And you know soon see any problem, I will return it back.
Some nane da hono. She agrada ya do obisa Sami Jemfi. And yes Sami nane use cancer mami agrada je. O se Sami mami fuel. And I say ya agrada anti ana. Me menti ase. We na ye huma bi mo na usu bempeke tu sika de bon kofo mama ye ma we nya asem mama ye man kofo nse ya dwen New Patriotic Party egu me si 21% 2028 no mo benya ah omo thank you to na dane World War 3 ene mama ye tietie ma kofo nka wo ye NDC ni wo ye Ghana ni na wo tie mi a ye ndwene niema e ma man ne konkan 4 months aban ba ye jume di pa wedi eno na mo mayen kan ho asem ha mama ye ma MPP fun set agenda mayen mama ye man kofu bi o mo mpema ni ye en set agenda mahen agenda na mo set amayen hwe kwanya sesia sidi na nya hoden hwe dollar no hawa na ni mugu ase eniemo se ye tete so ma ye kokro ma cost of living na akosoro sansem na yenka na yentia Ghana dwadifo na niema nkofom ene na hia ye tell men people for set agenda me the whole week ya Sami Jemfi na week na kogu na niema o say yenye in the part in summer His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wakwekosi African leaders ono omudi nkomo South Africa the mentality say hey na France na omo ye colonial na British ye gusu ayema omudi enya Africa ye nkwanim sansem de bi no say ye kan na ye pem kwanim na ye jira na Sami Jemfi die na Sami ayensi sa wafoma wadi kan pacho o yansafo onti asem ne ba ye ne se etia ye anye ye mu bida anye grassroots de anye Ghana fo da wadi kan pa ho chew okwase na se bi ohun yansa nonsense chew pa wapa chew o se santi na wanye ne na bi nse na agrada anti agrado enipa osram enye se Sami yisika osreno sana adeneti enti mumma ensama ebeboa man no ti sesesi ai yesi die nya ono bi na yenka ono no say ebie ya no ka chena na bi press conference na wakasa wo party na nimu gu ase and Ghana for agenda si atum Ghana for age reset na atum e ho asem na yeka enti sansensemi de enya de asabiwa ebeboa yen eniema na yesi epese omtete so na enya we na de beboa ora Sami Jemfi wapacho mpenifo enhwe entwaso ebi nsibio ye man kwan no nye nadwuma hwe kwanya obaba ye acting CEO ma gold board hwe gold board ka ho bio sa gold factory enu bi ka ho na amasesi asidi na nya hoden sesi ayenya campaign or regulate gold buying or regulate gold ho dwen na anka no me ame koto gold amitumi export no says your gold board never regulate jadumedie on behwe ma bibie tumi akonkan how ye smuggle ni ade na hwe how wo bae eniamom de egu akwan ma says your gold kra no says your maker say His Excellency John Dramani ma nyame nhiraw ora Sami Jemfi nyame nhiraw says your Ghana and the world leading ye na lead gold ye country produce gold pa Ghana ye to South Africa it is say no na yabaye wiase na ye na ye leading gold producers no o say ye ma gold no so se be reflect na ye nya ho fasudi gold board isa na abebeye ye ma be distract na ye nya kwanchefo bi ana dream do no wabo ma gold board no esipesita ye nka na ye na wini mfi ho na o manim ngu ase shame on to you MPP ye ntia no mbeka che se na mo bron half den sunyane mbeka che om se ye friend in se cash wo ho mo be cash board man tumi anye His Excellency in therefore onim nyansa na dream donti. Oh yeah, also no. Also gold and yenye adwuma ku se cocoa board. Omo regulate because how omo fa smuggle your gold in near mano. why you say you be doing about the Sammy Jenfino not one, and near my concan. Ya bema we must set agenda. I can say in the end suspended woman yet. Means I'm penny for subsum. Munjai, no one stay focusing ye Jumano. And then good, dear says your regulate here, dinner be beer for good board. Eka who be nama says Siano. Stability abay a sidinum. It's one my omon distracting. Yeah, mom, ye pace and betcha say, and set your agenda, my week and some more say breast issues or say a can bob one mine. I can want them. Nanum by ye, you be on married, me can na said, ye, dear be a babuano. Na dia bet on Sami Jenfi. Ghana. Mo amutie yen. Mamo bia adwene sesa. Memo bia ndada enyewe. MP doctor no bet on wale MP nsem o kan na. Sabi nyansa nim. Ayeso ye doctor no nim nyansa hu. Montie. Ifie nyansa nko. Schools adwene nyansa nko. Sembi o mo kan se nyansa bia nim. Sicilia da pasika we gu na pass ene Sami Jenfi $800. Sika hin na hu Ghana mama yen kansa me betumi abo ye man no be proba ko yenim some people for the be ye man boy for dia yen gaman for timemfu yen man boy for ye be boa na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enye fe say 120 days or betena so ye see de nyan wo de kokroma me obi am ta kokrom pa. Now says ya a friend is saying fried to gallon kesi. And then mukwe almost say a friend is saying 590 cities. Na many aje. Na me turn 1,000 cities. 1,000 cities. Madina market. Me call ye city enam say city renyango. Me call say 590 this Saturday ya. Muko dwom ade mo toto rice mo testify mo ni ma making. It is abani ya me ya yenka. Yeah, mama said your man boy for no more. Or more person almost set your agenda. You can't sama not to Ghana for any Mercos a year boy Ghana for a Becca be who's no crack. Don't Dramani Mahama, woman in Tian Tono. Young Bongo then can sama here. Ah, Sami Jenfi sem ye. Huh? Ye man people for Dr. Mahmoud and me video chairman. You must anya me. Huh? $800. Remember your main obstacle. And your barrier na sabi on the pa NDC government na ye na mesi kwan oba empim kwanim na entwitwa sa na eme so na reading niam maye no meti bia no Ghana nche wa ha mbra ni mu bedi pa na ebe ho ewi ni niam boni MPP aban de yen you see NPP no more ya mom mba bium beti no position ache nti ya mom set agenda na ye ndi echi mu maye nkansa ma bebo man no na yakoye nim Mami agrada Fescano, men Fesca biamba, Sami onje, the ama weary Fescano. Ghana free name who said no cre a bimun a share tree, Pese Mugu and this Abani Messi Mugu, a Sami Jenfi any massy. To be bien yin adrenaline, nay and Granny Hawa, Ghana Neko. There is set a mine, Nani a man to mean conkin, na ended the infirmary. Ya quite the next issue, ye bedi a home and command. Orabia, a friend, a year, Kobna edu buahin na yeka kobna edu buahin a National Signal Bureau omone national security na adwuma in terms of signal bibi bani ade omone ehwe na the signal na ma national security already yenim nsem epie sika dweta ya afa no ho otumi ko dina bank yi sika 7 million sa already nsensem na nsese na oboda mo so ye den yo otete won say political NDC be yi na no onwa mo hwe parties ahuru ntie nim sika of the amount and there omukopie mu court na omukopie mu lawyer atachia nsem omo kan okaka nsem na secret na okaka he ni na agenda setting sa nsem obeka na political party ma mom sika na your friends say me talk as na omoboa nsem no mo ye ya amfa na nde omo no court say oh we say man be so ahane na sign yoko for san arrest no mama yenkotie ensama e course for court ye ba be di nkomo pa afa.
It was unfortunate that it leaked, because the letter was intended for the National Security Coordinator, in which he was trying to let him know that where he is, national security matters are being raised, and he should come to terms with it. That's what he was trying to do. He was not saying that he's afraid to, defend himself, but he's saying that they are pushing him in areas of national security. And when pushed to come to shore, he has to defend himself. And somebody will turn around and why is a national security intelligence officer trying to bring into the public domain national security matters when he swore an oath? So you swear an oath, the national security will not come to your aid, so you go to jail. That will be unfortunate. It will be a tragedy that cannot be calculated. So that was the intent of the letter. The letter was not supposed to come to the public domain. He wrote to the coordinator, the successor national security coordinator, to look into the matters which, unfortunately, Attorney General and Yoko are pushing. Are they pushing national security matters in the public domain? And if he should respond to those matters, are they not going to turn around that he has breached his oath of secrecy and the rest of them? You can't slap a man twice. It's unfair.
Lawyer Tati, are you suggesting that when, to use your own phrase, when push comes to shove, he will divulge national security, other secrets?
He has no choice, because why should a man be found guilty when he's innocent and when he's dealing with national security matters? So when a man is faithfully helping national security to have the sanity of the nation, why should he go through what he's going through? I thought national security will look into these matters and probably have a good conversation with Yoko and the Attorney General that you are treading on slippery slope. And that's where we are. It's a very dangerous part we are doing. Nobody will be ready to serve national security. If he's serving the national security and there's a regime change, I mean, they'll bring you to court. You come and explain how national security managed were spent. Who's going to work for national security? So the immunity they have is of no consequence now. And these are some of the ramifications we should take into account.
He should have his freedom yesterday. And they said they have another matter that they are investigating concerning him. So when he was supposed to have his freedom, by their calculation, they released him midnight and then rearrested him on the basis of the newfound matters they were looking at. But the question is, in the period in which he had the freedom, why didn't they deal with the matter? And they'll leave it till midnight and rearrest him. Is somebody very excited incarcerating another Ghanaian with all manner of tactics will aid justice, and that is unfortunate.
So is he in the custody of Yoko right now?
He's gone back to Yoko, and I'm going there now for me to come to terms with what is the new matter, what is the new issue. You see, because he's been there all this while, and if there were serious matters of consequence, and he's on bail, huge bail, 80 million Ghana cedis bail. He's living nowhere. Adubuai's name and that of Angela, they are all over the nation, our borders and our airports. They are going nowhere. So I believe that we should come clean that this is not a personal vendetta. This is a man that you believe you have some criminal case against, and give him space to defend himself, and give him also the freedom that now the Supreme Court has decided that there's no case which is not bailable, including murders, provided always they will exact on you conditions for you to appear before the court to defend yourself. So I do not think we are going to rewrite the criminal jurisprudence of Ghana because of one man.
This fresh arrest, does it include the wife and the third accused person?
I am not sure. I mean, who are involved, and I'm going to find out from them what it entails, and I'll be able to address it.
Eti Edubuahen, Kobne Edubuahen, the lawyer, na Okasanura Atachian, the man hu agenda Moye, Momuye in Amfa. Now, Mecca 2009, and you know, yes, or the injunction side to so President, the late Professor Mills, and Chamama Yama on your president, and you assume Osimesia no this adwuma and so former Chief Justice Anthony Amfanye adwuma na omukọ so this adwuma no enti as a state no rearrest Ayekobuna Edubuahin a mo change na ne say Ghana Water Company Limited no so scandal bi akoso 49 million Ghana cedis cyber security procurement scandal enti na ya sign rearrest Owura Edubuahin enti Owura Edubuahin nsem wo ho a memma obia and that now court now order prosecution in the ongoing criminal trial of a former National Signal Bureau boss Kobna Edubuahin. So on file witness statement by 26th May and ma no so efimu ede aba no say yeguso yedi samijen fi en common midi kan catch him say says ya no sagana fumu ni ma me bob ken nyame adom ye dollar na nya hoden na mpanifo okasa Dr. Teoflos Champon also city depreciation no enye fluke but a reflection of internal interventions by the government enti nipa ya di osayeyi o say yeka na mecheni say ya sika na tiba from pa city na appreciate against the dollar enti say baka aka ye ho a 12.3% I strengthen FE 14.70 and now 14.7 cedis in January says here ati edia ba 12.89 Ghana cedis wumpe we no peding na buy end of May say and I need 9 cedis boom His Excellency John Dramani Mahama why de nipa ya di osayeyi and this is all more men and o ma tre ora to force mo ma bo adwuma ora same jemfem ma ye adwuma we no say ye kama Ghana fote ye ntina ho mo bi set agenda ma yen eniema sesia no Ghana dwadifo mu betu kwan mu ha mu video na aboso kan spare part papa ne bon nsem no omo na ye contribution man na do no 2016 o ka hu bi but also we hu se no kre NDC Ghana don makoma so NDC eboa mo minor reset sa video mbenya nche mo pe mame aboso kan spare part dealer mpanifo ba kon obo nsem de Mike's Excellency o say na misusun ya dwene fa NDC ho no o mama men say si fom no ebo nsem sa kon ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aye adwuma no ebra dwene video no ho amunyima yenre video no ho a anya radio ho okay video ni ye ready ayenko yanim enti Ghana for me say kwata ye be radio de na edru 9 cedis sa na ye hwehwe ye kodwama eto niama bibia akofom omom kodi dwa wa abrochi memo Sadik mo makasa say si ade ye niama ne da fom kama na Ghana ye niji Ghana ye sese na bibia etumi akonkan okay enti bebia edu apomde hu nkomo hia na de bia me kase nipa ba ko a oye biochemist na wa bini yi otumi frefrendro ahaban odiden dem a wonu munya wa yarasa ye friend Dr. Solomon Apia Kubi what is Solak pepeya Solak Natural Clinic ono no da no saa so na oye Solak mixture oye for pain mu ni robebre na nkasa doctor wa ha mama na kwaba na ndesumo wo maye no odi amaye Dr. Solomon Apia Kubi memo akwaba
yo it has to be so say share e Solak biochemist as you here then you topic back part you say any my very interested ta dwen ho the length of courtship say oba ne be ma ensa no be ware no e betia wa omo de e study ohun de be na data pe a mempe ne before to say me kasa to say any ma be na di person be no more and permit me not na we ne boni friend courtship the mob the day we say obi courtship no 6 months per and ho de dondo na ni mekure nim obi 6 years empa obo makoma sa me ensa film obi so study dey so obi courtship 6 months ya ware no no obi 6 years ya ware no and no ene yes I reason no obi na say be e de enyi trasem ehunhum enye honhum asem because em say yes Ghana 40 enye ye generation em ekoswase ye dispensation we one me man ye hwe no me nsa oba hwansa na say be courtship no ya complete one ye hwe wo so ben na awie na two ye hwe no ma wo fu ni ade na awie a third one pa ye inner parameter no yes I measure we men ka Abraham tam kan ye time no yes ampa chance na me kodi mu to that do as a part no say be emu asore te say say the taste it say me di fufu ba you anase be what mensa ho na no to na Ghana 4 months ascension no so and na sia me be say e determine the length of courtship ti arabe be man no ba no sha ase no sebi on hye dampe no wo hwese be ya and say be advance day be atwam and an birthday bi intombes bi and e crying say proko wakam hey sa haye why na wo e so ba sebi obi na mo firi ho obekos fatna ho to myself said e sha ase na sebi ko o sebi ni manka wo hwese 2 years by science wo na chi no wakam ntimi wo ntimi pie and yes me koye no ade na yes enima kwani bi ma no ade tie ni o se sebi ina parameter no I say yogurt na lobo bohu packaging kama sebi the same yogurt what fi musi ape ekoto le musi apa taste besesa ade ni ba ko pe o sa lo bia de etie enso taste ni yepe san say de ni esi awiem ni esi fridge wo taste ni yepe sanity oba sebi candida albicans or day proba himfio no ebe ma sebi course date years no akole nim e san say me sebi ye first day me ba ho so sent ni ba ho sebi so kakra ba ho and science ni ba ho 2 weeks later me come me be ma me go so sia pa so sebi ensuo na bi fada na eba e mo asa ase femfem me ene me ntwe kakra bia na ko e bia no treaty e bia no oba no sebi wo hu ani bo ama ne saka di pa ye fe no sola ka ba me se ayusu e sa pampana fi ho wo bi agu na so o mi ra de wo si tie ne de odo me nko a odo ne de wa tia to me se odo to set me free e kwa fa ti to mo de same kwa na sebi e fa di free mu adentia mo na o de proba himfio sebi no mo bi chance na mo aso no mo ya no na sebi ama no baya na baye na akwese less kwa de tinton time abem watwe no e ba sa se apa course from the chance there be exams here ya on say object choose bi di ABCD ho any one choice ho now choose bi di na me show ho fe sebi auto communicating ya de na mo ese ne inner parameter what sebi ye chobi akoma mu na me so ho no sa katisu sa ye nka se ene de ye want to chacha okwo bi a wa pass object no one to trade wa pass exams da we free onya F in chains oba mesrawo sola ka ba me shaba wo se obi F na free ho one sebi ensunsu aban candida albicans cells abo woni ode problem obekuna free ho and found said 10 years any 5 years or we one more beans you know your 2 major ingredients when you say a biotic compounds are and what solar can be moon one alkaloid and the property back when say a adsorbent AD a change you know what tapping fin at the time with nepi but I say absorbent and a saponin and a change you know him and with nepi and was I see a payasha there was a honor I flaccid I maybe I can't ye bani I can aha son of money after 10 be my fresh oh se mama subano I say any watermelon ade watermelon color red and color blue ya nya metu fu so na se figure from and since wiem ye subano no eno ye ba ho and so ade ye ba it must be fresh as new when na me ye ho de ntem no ba won sa anka edupa ye fa no sola ka ba me sha no na nyi sade won nyam fi ho enyi pampan nyam fi ho a me hon a mama test anya kama se friend no se fulu si apa e be ye no away come to say empire no erade me bra kwa me nanti ache 2 years ni kana kuma no nye wade mo na wo bom pe ne erade twen de kwa me de aben wo no na pampan no to pampan ye na pa ba tin also that see up ko double that wine and now rain sebi she cake nim and so can see bonse to boas ye ntwe kakransa we ain't so see ntwe boas yansa we all be so in but still all bad actually who konachi adentia e che wo se wo compare with the form na say ade bia wo hwehwe e wo ho se besa in courtship na say adentia e sanse also say can no one such like one such and tell me to nya gata no at all Salome short and now call gift or no so kakra and now call slim kakaka home and now call chocolate now call fair now call dark permutation year 7 it's a bra what to do sa sebi and na sebi candida albicans or ba ho no pass di ma wo and na friend GU any onu to so so na wo ha na ensu bi fimu ba na ensanse bi ba ho na mo sha se femfemu one pe ho asem nkantia ma na twintwam on say mushroom emre everybody see apene wana kamwa eti why did you come sound after what about so plus there be emse vast dey be a make aje go no ade man to you e kwa se I saw the cap now the pen na mu e ko trebe trace nkahwe towards all that I think that enough for that and pass your way and no sorry call it. A sad side of my infection and seven a mad nasha 7 length the swati diameter a jonkulize it once a bonus had in spondylus. So the ice in tintin. It's more na sebi a real boss one as a one eba no mudi na insuni fiba and sans eba honing now and the fifa neba and yema muadini. A man search upon erection and no mudi neba sneko. It's an answer a sebi across a wire. You have to make up a trema bacono. Missile Bema was on sa enka edupa. You find so like a bad mission. A becomogeny. A kumsa and one or a twins one nephew. Now, bra a construct and as a conjugated cells the back. Now, my elongation and direct her back to normal. Obasia pass, dying on the amp. Dawaha, Sam say, so like a bad missa. Your body money said, I told Chandema, ma was soon sankabi, sana, and she soon nephew, then restore again to normalcy. Because see, be a fan coming hopes of me, the new come. Miss Long, of course, it may take 2 years. From Cecilia, after 3 years, solution a question no solution ma catch the one ma won sankabi any sa confusion in free when you want him Cecilia now say mo dondo now so na the pa sister MTN no 0245 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 6028 and Airtel non here 0261 0261 73 62 63 0261 73 62 63 ebio 0261 73 62 63 kai say e solak heba mesha as we try.
Mamenda Doctor A.S. Solomon Apia Kubi as a papa Solak Natural Clinic on an 18 in Canada a Solak biochemist or Mona Solak mixture or Moya Zepman capsules. Saso na me pachobi bromie Solak Prostafit capsules on any din comono. Pendroni bito or ye drama is be a 20 rubia. Saso na uon cran crudrimu na opese woko kojaya Solak Natural Clinic ube hu mo kokomlemle we close to Harvard Senior High School wokoha ube hu Dr. Solomon Apia Kubi nenetom no metumi ahwona omabo ye papa na yedin komon ukaya me kan say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nyame adum kopiem wo La Côte d'Ivoire Abidjan na La Côte d'Ivoire Abidjan no den na ni kopiem ho me patro African CEO summit koso ho na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aka sembi Ghana fu na yakoma so yenim se MPP mamboyfo edi se adwuma ya ansa na omo sori fi akonya no so na mamboy sembe na omo ye be His Excellency John Dramani Mahama dum se ba be ye Ghana fo muntie ni yo dum se ba be ye Ghana fo ye how ye dadwe ye twima March 2015 March 2015 His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nyame Emma na dwen one omo ano no omo buman no etumi boae nua John Jinapoya omo tumi boae hweye etumi yi dum so fi ho beka aka ya Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia beka kire say dum so no kra no ye fi wanti dien dum so no kra mukai anamunkai sa asem no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yi fi ho na enam ka na twitwi de emme no manga na nti na nado ko say ye ko na ye kwani de nkane agyamu na mama nkane na nsisisa na omu ne me ka omobo egu ho na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oya nyansafo no omo so a omadwe mu do no betumi abu man nti African Summit ekoso Abidjan La Côte d'Ivoire odi atudwa ese nyame ya adoma oman Ghana ye debt ye sika eka eda ho 80 billion Ghana cedis energy sector debt na ewo ho no by end of 2026 obehwe na ye fi ho yembon sema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama iti amese nipa sei no de bia ye da ye nya asorema no ye nya asorema no mana hoden adwene na sebe omufembu manu ye na bibia ntumi enkonkan nti we yade a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de atudwa na wakasa afa ho se oye na ban ne de yade a ne nya aboyi so behwe no owo gidie say saa de betumi aye adwuma na ye energy sector na gina na bibia etumi akonkai momenko tie the first gentleman of the republic na nensema odi tudwa na wetumi aboa ma bibia etumi akonkai nti we yade a his excellency John Dramani Mahama dia tudwa nyame ya dom na yekodi nkomo eba video ni ready me ya mom ma wo so wahwe nti a video ni nam kwan mo ba mete ase nti ye be cha kodi nkomo aba ye ba ye be video no ma waso wahwe bi nti we ye Ghana ni a yenda yenya sorry yemma yense otwedi amponyankopon se mana hoden mana nkwa mema yare mbono odwene nsisi so yie na sa eni so ade huni ntumi mbrem by 2026 na eye sa debt ye fio empay na pabazi we na ye ka ho asem mamenchi a eye the former chief fire officer Adema Ghana National Fire Service in time na yenya eye fire tenders ahro abesi the yenya biom na time no tumi buama fire service e fa no ntuma pafrae waje awards me cast champion for say mesremo papa we say yenya no fire service board no so ana yenya no institution agency bia board so a nim de ne nyansa no obetumi de aboa enye obi ase Dr. Albert eye Gazy na me kana sami papa ebi a obi ano mi ankasa menya abotre ekobisa wase ya chem ndwuma pa wo ye e de boa Ghana National Fire Service yeso wo koye eniama ekosu no munyo nim se wunua ba ketwa bai ono so betumi aboa mawusi na niama etumi akonkan ba wadwen no ye mpese wo de betena fie nim se kuku da modwen ho ahwe na wo de wadwen ne bi aboa ma etumi dia reset o man Ghana anti Dr. Albert eye Gazy mi cheche o papa ye friend na okufuja okodu ankwanta we hene wo ho papa sa wo hweme a mi chiawo sa obi su tia on kan kire no mame se ne nyansa ne adwenim di okika no ye mon fenti na fie ye beka bi mampanifo afre no aka se feboboa ne reset Ghana na ne amantumi nkonkan ti Dr. Albert Gazy mi cheche o papa baby adru ye nsem branche ye beka kodi enkomo nche ye ne time da so bedi nkomo nde se omu bedu ya yempem nkwa enime na yenkwaje aboafo nkrato ba ko mienu miensa ye ba me hobi a beto also
Mesi menananu agru basa abi bragro tibedu himlenu na ma premaye hojo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye di agro na ye sa eduru mre bi kra na me ba no timide omo be gumi so weekend no.
Hey, mumle
memre enu ntina me ka kire o say ya no medi garlic capsules. Poso na ebesisi so kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well.
Medi garlic
capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh,
Medi Moses garlic capsules. Wa mamoja di nipaduane mu efurusani yi na esiesie oba ne barima mahona hoden. Ubenya edoyi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy store frey wo 050 349 4885. Edroyi enye mamofra enye ndi fie dumienu apemfo ene emma emanofo Medi Moses unni how FDA agije din kratu yi ato
Mido gana biana o fa jebi bi aba besu en fita no pa e dey say baby she magashi
Since when I for maybe the no sister goes pa it's only gas I'm using the why my why
down yanka na wa sister course. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient. And
LPG, let me see your hand. Ooh, gas.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach, where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there! We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have yourself.
Mesamo wakwa babiom de ba TV XYZ baby a wo hwe baby a wo so wo tie Power 97.9 FM wakwa ba ediba dwumedie so medi kan catch His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekopiemu wo obi man so la Côte d'Ivoire Abidjan African CEO Summit ekoso no na ode enkoma mu ode enkoma mu hwam ode atodwa na waka se oman Ghana ye energy sector that wo sika ka ye de 80 billion Ghana cedis no ya de end of this year ana early 2026 ya de ye be sa ka na fi ho na ye energy sector how e frekoso dum so nsema nkofo ka enam MPP akwanya mo faaso ne o mine faaso ama dum so nketenkete bi wo ho omo use PDS bedi sika be 6 months omuntuma account for PDS fast kani na akoye then omo sector minister Peter John Amewubeka kire say sa deal na fraud anamonkai ama my Ghana ye ho papa ye ho hyehyen o si obetumi ahwe na 80 million Ghana cedis no mo ye fi ho enti moma me kan say ye mbompaye ye nsanyame no ma nkwane ahoden na sa nimdie ne ntete vision no entumi mbrem na energy sector no so ye ha ye na bibia entumi konkan yankwa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abro kasa wo African CEO Summit wo obi man so Abidjan la Côte d'Ivoire.
We all know we're in transition to green energy, and so we passed the Renewable Energy Act, which stipulates that at least 10% of our energy mix should come from renewable sources. I'm ashamed to say we are under 3% at the moment. I think 2.71% of our total power production is renewable, and it's mainly in the solar space. Ghana has a comparative advantage to produce solar because we have abundant sunlight. Indeed, if we could export sunlight, we would be one of the richest countries in the world. And so increasing our capacity in solar in terms of, bigger solar power generation, but not only there, but also household solar, mini-grid solar. I mean, there are many options that we could look at. And so refining it to get the optimum is what we are at the moment. We've given licenses to several companies to begin to set up, large-scale solar, 20 megawatts, 50 megawatts, and 100 megawatts, so that we can catch up with at least a 10% power from renewable sources. But I think that the time has come also for us to follow in the footsteps of some of the Scandinavian countries, including Germany, where people can invest in solar on their households and feed any excess into the national grid. We do not yet have the regulation to be able to do that. I have a farm where I've installed solar. I'm producing more solar than I need. The utility have given me a meter that allows me to feed the excess power in. So as a responsible citizen, I did so. And so I'm feeding all the excess solar power into the grid, but they say there's no policy to pay me for the solar, so it's become a charity.
Are you okay with that?
So I have a personal interest to make sure that we're able to be paid for the solar that we put into the grid.
Would you, you talk about legislation.
I declare my
seriously.
conflict of interest.
Okay, you would declare it? Thank you. Not everybody does that. I appreciate that. You talk about legislation. Is that something that you're actually thinking about longer term?
Yeah, actually the Ministry of, that's why we call it the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition. Yeah, and so we've reset that ministry to have a broader view of energy other than what it was traditionally. And so they're looking at the medium term, the longer term, where we should be at between now and 2040, 2050.
So fossil fuels, though, right now, still a part of your agenda?
Yeah, we're going to gradually eliminate fossil fuels from our power production. Like I said, I believe that within the next 4 years, with the kind of investments that are taking place, we should be able to generate 100% on natural gas. And if we put in more solar, then we're going to rely mainly on those two. But in the foreseeable future, for public transportation, especially moving goods and services, heavy trucks, and all that, we're going to have to continue to rely on oil and diesel.
Well, we're run out of time, and we know your time is very precious, so I really appreciate the time with you, Your Excellency John Mahama, President of Ghana.
Which would handle more gas coming out of our first field, that's Jubilee. The Jubilee partners, Talo and Cosmos, are able to put more gas on stream. And so we need a second gas train to handle that, because our current plant in the Trouble cannot handle the extra gas. And then E&I are back, and they are drilling again, and the early signals are that we might find considerable quantities of oil and gas. And when that happens, we're using our gas entirely to produce power. And so we have a gas to power policy. Currently, in our thermal generation, I think about 70 to 80% is gas-fired. But then we have another 20% for which we use light crude oil and HFO and diesels and things. And so we want over the next few years to eliminate the use of liquid fuels and use entirely gas, so that we can bring down the cost factor in our power production.
Do you think that is within the 5-year pipeline? How far out would you say that?
Well, I think if we put in the second gas train and E&I turns the taps, we get more gas. Nigeria has also promised to increase our gas supply through the West African gas pipeline. So I think over the next 3 to 4 years, we should be able to eliminate crude oil completely.
Was that something that you came back into office thinking that was important to reset the economy? I wonder how high up on the list of priorities was
the energy sector has been number one in terms of priority on my to be divine about it, my second coming. And so
it's been a good second coming, I'd say.
Well, Jesus is coming too, so
that's true.
And so on my second coming, we messed up energy sector with debts of almost 2.5 billion owed to independent power producers, to gas suppliers and everybody. And so what the previous government started it, but we're continuing it. They've been trying to renegotiate the debt and then see how we can ring fence it. We have some strategies for dealing with it. And I'm sure that by the end of the year, early next year, we should be able to make everybody happy, in terms of, dealing with that debt. We need to clean the slate, but in cleaning that slate, we must look at the whole value chain, because a lot of the problem is coming from downstream, the distribution end, because of the state-owned utility. ECG is not as efficient in collecting revenue. We are experiencing technical and commercial losses of about 40%. And I think it's only a state-owned enterprise that can survive when you're losing 40% of your revenue. And so we're going into the phase of private sector participation in the billing and metering to bring private sector efficiency in the revenue collection so that we can pay for the power we take from the independent power producers. We established a cash waterfall mechanism where ECG's revenues were supposed to be shared proportionately so that everybody got something every month. Unfortunately, it was not followed, and so a lot of debt accrued. We've gone back to the cash waterfall mechanism and we're adhering to it properly. So everybody is seeing something every month while we fix the distribution end.
You talk about privatization. Have you seen or heard of interest from private investors to tap into the downstream economy?
Yeah, people are queuing up. I said they should wait. We're going to do expressions of interest. We just got the report from the committee that's advising us on how to do it. And they gave us 3 options. One option was to go to one concession holder for the whole country to do the billing and metering. The other was to, if I remember, was to divide into concession areas and have multiple partners working with us in this billing and metering. And so government is yet to take a decision. It's going to come to cabinet, and cabinet will decide on which option we're going for. And then we'll do an expression of interest, and then it's open to, there must be Ghanaian participation, there must be local participation. So even if it's an international company bidding, it must have a local participation.
It is Excellency John Dramani Mahama, African CEO Summit, Kosovo, Cote d'Ivoire, Abidjan, Monsemino, the Atuganenti, energy sector, and the Nenia Brepa, Kabia Honobehe Abon Homoding, no more to me a year fioma, yes, we are what to na bibia etumi akonkan baby adu ye kwaji apomuden ho nkomo ye comedy ma for herbal center ye no mo kwadi nkomo on na friend Dr. Time da so ntimi ka say minu ai krado ma me mana kwa be na endesmo mo ma ye no mo fema ye bape ye beti honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashamai and ka former member of parliament ma Buemi the OT region saso na ye beti honorable Timothy Atabuade Awinterim ye beti no so ka former member of parliament ma Brosa North ono se beti nka ma ye nkore any time da so medima fofo nkodi nkomo semadu ye ba ya ensem no go ebedi ho nkomo owura over to you.
Yetense eyanokre se medimafo ya ba hospital Dr. Time da so da nonom ye nnwuma hododo na ewo enkran poko asema ira Kumasi nso ya bua kwa atwuma school junction na de ate no se medimafo ya ba hospital ya ka ho asem ya yarasabia ye dia bibeduro na de ya adwuma Intobi ba medimafo ya ba hospital ya bibeduro na de masa enipa na afi ya treat no na enipa no ho atumi atwa no soronko kwan so nyame adom edo chena Dr. Betena so opoko asema ira na enne otena se Kumasi abua kwa atwuma school junction niatia no se Dr. Sefa sikake to bi baji wa yare sasa de na wo kana yesa be penete medimafo ba hospital de ma ho me enka nkyere o say confirm 3,000 Ghana cedis pay kan fa to ansa na ahwe mpacho ensi da biara da esan say for the first time Ghana bako semo no ayara sabia ba ko mpacho eba ma hiafo ne sikafo eye medimafo heba hospital Dr. Time eda so sansa Dr. Ba Mayra nti Mayra fo nyina nya anyira wonum nyina abakurom eno nti ana meka chiro se obi ono yare stroke na no action mpacho sa nipa no de ne ba medima fo 3 days ne de ma wona no ebe ten straight na obi nso a wanya stroke abubu atoro mpacho fa ne ba medima fo ba hospital stroke no ya ne o ma hodo bebre barabi okra me body awa afidie so a na unhunu adekro unhunu bida eno nti na me se yare bia ha oni padua no efiri otire so kosi wona no medimafo ba hospital na wasa wode ba nya Dr. Time da so ade brade to so shanu nsoma me say medimafo ba hospital ye nya edro mfankogu pharmacy shop bia se kona kotobinom ade ba ko a etie no say for now Dr. Time da so enam holistic approach so scientifically ana abibiduro no ode famu no ode asanyarwa hodo enu nti oba ye no tena se no di nkomo obi o a se niti na epai na obekomu benhwemu wo nipadua no na nya niti no na emom no ade bi wo ba bi akwaka no me na so ma niti ni ya ne ya eni nti Dr. Joe nipadua no na ohunu ba bi o hawo no wa ansa na ode aduro de amount enu nti na me say medimafo so obi ka kire o say wo ba medimafo ba hospital aduro ya de ma no no akwakofa na overdose ampacho nya no kore esanse bia no ama medimafo se binom wo ho a akwai so oba ukodwuma kwa kodidwa na ukwa pepo na bayire pon na ato ubekodwom na oba biti ono opai me bayire de de sepo na enti maami to bi na bayire de ne de nyina te sepo na me ba cho ede nti na akoto sa bayire no bayire ne de te sepo na anya pona na nkasa nya original pona na de kofie na ewo no na de de abaya ne den nyi so otugu bare mom no o ba me dimafo no se me dimafo no aba tambia ya bo ye commercial no wo TV so a o hu se de hospital ho eho sitie eho efe esansa twresam kra se wo yi nyameso mpa firi ho a ahone die na wo ho eno nti o ba me dimafo ba hospital a esiesia yara sabia ho kama o ma ho me fa yare mfa nkofie na obia ne won so ba me dimafo beka se me ho ento me da biara da ne atense obi o a se ne kidney wanya problem ya na ye orthodox doctors ni bi o maka se onuma bibidura ese o kidney me pa atwade ba ko ne se for now am na o ka se no ye o haban bia na ansase e kasa haban ni mi no di bom eno nti e bia na obi so wo ya adurama wa kasa haban mi no di abom no de ama wo eno nti e bia wonom ye no nso no onom no susukuru bia enni ho there is no measurement e wo ho a ode nom sa aduru no eno nti wonom no bebere na kwakofa nso bo na de abrew but on tira me ka kire o se Dr. Tanda so onam scientific approach so no nam ade abibiduro de ye adwuma onyankopon se o hira obi na o hira no nasefo nyina sankante sa eno nti opani bi wo obi a wanya be 50 years and above it is hypertension we dey beba aba oba medimafo a ye do beto adroso ya manager de ma kama o pressure no Dr. Tanda so ente akoma na mfiri nipadua no motie nie pa se ye so obi pressure wo soro Tanda so ente wakoma na mfa mfiri onipadua no na mo be manage pressure no ode bibiduro ebe mana is stable afi wu anan kakakra bia na wo te so no afi o ba ba adwuma obi nso ho abon so na nte kakra no abre fa bra medimafo ya ba hospital Dr. Tanda so ho ono no ade bra de ya adwuma san so nyame de bra na de ya na adwuma ente tam bia se tena se ne ya ka ma me papa me nua ba manya nhwa han antena se esan se kumase abu akwa atwuma ago poku ase ensom aye poku ase mayira free number nsense nyame adama Fridays ya na premium service obi o here videos ase na nipa suma yara sabia ho e media me ba tambe na beduru me so ba cho berma na yare ye wono so no na o hwehwe se obenya yaresa no okosubura na no a mpacho afibia okọ na enuru so obekọ na abofo na behunu nso na obi akoto no anya na yaresa okosa for 38 good times, that is 38 years and son wonya apomden but medimafo say ebia we MP we minister we business person uni adaje a or the Fridays esi wo de amasa forum wo de na premium service eno nti no registration at 200 Ghana cedi for premium service pretty me pa me say uni adaje o pese oba na doctor show eno no ye just Fridays per na doctor yasa de no a premium service eno no betua 200 Ghana cedis enye say bia every Friday bia ba na betu utua ba ko pe no no untua biem eno nti no unya tua pe oba ya sabia ho oba for review eno a order premium no so oba jedu a order premium no so na eno no oba free your numbers no no abuki by Fridays no mpese oba for premium na emu oba ya sabia na doctors ahwewa eno nso obetimi aba wa abra untu 200 cedis ba oba for normal visit no numbers ni 0244 mpacho fa number ni ye fam obi na obi nso fa mani nua 0244 774282 0244 774282 0500 727215 0500 727215 last number is 0245 44 9592 0245 44 9592 numbers wey me dima for about hospital ye numbers are onso betimi afrem obi o a ohwe me sei award ya wo mpacho onya ngobi o yoba utie me o hwe me nya tensa fo ni kire mo poko asemayira nyame adom o kina ne ya wada ne fiada so poko asemayira nya tensa oba me dima for about hospital no kwasem ne say tembia me ka say odifo Isaiah eye enubna enhaban and what the year draw the man for Abra Zatam no see HIV and more abomudium omanya ace and Yaria Basa Bubo Bomo Pompa any year draw na Bobo now so D4 Isaiah at that time okay can 2 Kings 20 verse 7 a bro D4 Isaiah Bora kwayem oba no kutanu him no kutan hahama or the besani man for nyina yare into be catch say ayar sawo hoinu se ebibidro 2 minimum na sa nipa no oboa eno nti na meka se opo bi okasa haban ti na haban so kasa otie Dr. Time da so okumani ne be ma du jamfino no ono no okoda awura mu na duanan na okohwe se de mo wadoma no obi pra abobo nso otie haban no awesa no opro de agu no so sa haban no onyame se Dr. Shenan so me mo ba be wiase nyina heba fo nyina agya se de oyi Abraham de ne free fi o se free wagya ne wona fie me do kwa sa se me be wiase nyina agya no so onam so se Dr. Time da so oye ne wiase nyina agya eno nti oba wo hia wo no abibidro ne yede ma wo yedro yede ma wo medima fo ba hospital Dr. Time da so wo no enye numbi tua bi sabi dibio wan totope odi gu onum na me na mpa chom anaju da so ne be ma ne hia ba akopɛ mu nhia biem no kwasam ne se ye wo bi mo wa o ba je awuro awaduro na Dr. onyi usika obi esa wa ba ya hwe oni pe ye hu se bibia haw awone na ma Dr. mo waduro onyi usika o ano aba bedase bara oba na ansa na Dr. beji usika no no ahwema hu se o how way na wo ho agise mi sa how no free wa ansa na mamo awaduro no eno sa treatment no na Dr. beji usika na de ate no se oba medimafo a ye card no e 70 Ghana cedis pe 70 Ghana cedis o ko Orthodox hospital bia pa cho se unkuta insurance card no enam almost 175 Ghana cedis na oba medimafo se onyame ne yaresafo onyame ya insurance dia me dada beta 70 cedis yenye card yen check your vitals na afi yen hwɛ di kura ha wo ni paduanom enu nti oba medimafo a ansa kura na beduro so no doctors enam so kyerɛkyerɛ wo abia wo mogya no se de sitia no type no ene aduane a wo so die enam a wo so wie se obi wo a wo so we na mo no ense se obi we na mo no e so obi wo a face kura no toto ho ansa no wadi ne nyina doctor kyerɛkyerɛ se mabunu abayi a ye de gas na de ya adie obi timi no aduane no obi gas ni hu ubon se na aduane na be na huruja enuane no wo so onya no wa aduane no mpacho onya doctor for sa bere no kyerɛkyerɛ ewe no nyina e o medimafo ba hospital enu nti na me say ba bia so ba ye poko asemayira kumase abu akwa atwema go school junction o kyerɛ nyame adoma no pa doctor tenase o poko asemayira na otenase a Dr. Sani o Dr. Obed o Sansona Dr. Ima atna se eka na ho na de chance no se sa wo ba medimafo ba hospital na obia nka ho a ye wo nipa o medimafo a o mbehwa agi nduro ne ade de ma wo esanse sa wo ko medimafo ba hospital pharmacies ahodo na o mo bua access to kama esanse ye wo brother apia ho a obetire ni mama kama brother Ima ho obetire ni mama kama mami ke a ho obetire ni mama de ma wo for since ho onum nyina ye nurse for pharmacist a wo mo tu o mani ma hwe kama na uwia na wase de otena hwi mo ne de usane a ye wo bi nso obabua wo ayesa adwuma na de ama wo ni nyina wo se fasika ketewa bi baje wa yaresa na no obi ka se obi hia yaresa o che na TV na no on the 30th of April Dr. Che television ma akoma 70 mobile phones ma akoma 30 no obi ka se obi hia ayaresa o che na television ni atie no se yese medimafo de e hopa na yaresa na efo ye tie no se obi tua 800 Ghana cedis ana onya nya ayaresa wabeji television of 1500 Ghana cedis enipa no mo ka obi ba ji ayarehwa oti 1000 Ghana cedis afa ni hoto no ya man mobile phones 2500 Ghana cedis ye tiene say medimafo de eho na wasa oba bema wo ba da birijo bema o mema sem wo fo no mpacho wo ye 1 minute wo ye 2 minutes abra medimafo me amete make cappuccino amete ye menya 1 minute na menya 2 minutes menya 10 minutes menya 15 minutes adwumada na me 20 minutes kwa de chame amempe me say me papa ne Dr. Tam so abibiduro na me no manya aphrodisia aye me mu adwuma eno ntia papa no no mu di 70 years 90 years a otimi ware ne yire otoso makoma akọ enan edi entira abibiduro entira entu ya bema na ontumi mu adwuma ma ho ntim fifire me nwu oba no so mo ma opiafo a ba cha odi onwu brembe piem ewo abu akwa atwuma ago sanso na poko asema yira kuma ase abu akwa atwuma ago me de me nsam de ba wie no bema no efo no 5 days na doctor de ma wo ye numbers a oba frem medimafo ba hospital 0244 774282 0244 774282 and 0500 727215 0500 727215 medimafo ba hospital Dr. Time edaso
Iti Dr. Time Dasona yene omo ekodi enkomo kama African CEO summit no so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama assembly mo dia tudwa say no more just sporting raw beans meka cocoa mu nsam na ode atudwe also be hia say ye ba add value to ye cocoa no and say sia de asemda bioma eba edema ye nuanum cocoa farmers His Excellency John Dramani Mahama also said here the omino ya be produce cocoa liquor cocoa powder cocoa butter sasuna cocoa product ahuru to boost the economy and create jobs and so says ya no Ghana de ba kwan ma yenye sika no raw cocoa na beans no na ya export a betumi aye niam bebre ewi a China fu edidi to egu ye so say enwe na bi wom ne mekeka ho says ya de osim ya ye man mu ye de be ye niam bebre cocoa powder cocoa nson se cocoa drinko ye be ye bia no no ha cocoa batay ni niam bebre tumi di cocoa ye no enti ote add value to cocoa beans no we say asem ba ko waka wo African CEO firma na summit ekoso wo obi man so wo La Côte d'Ivoire Abidjan enti say say cocoa no so ye be ye niam ye be ka frefre wo Ghana here metumi aye nije na bibia etumi akonkan enchekra mini ekuku dam ne bedin komo ma yentwa ye hombra sisia Mesamo wakwa bebiom de ba TV XYZ bebia wa wo hwe bebia ma memfa nchia mo dunchia kese emfa prophetess Lauricia adenu emia so for ma me chechi on pomo to say wo call East Legon Hills good news chapel Assemblies of God ono no so for ma me ho no kun Reverend emia me chechi on papa nti Reverend Mia and Reverend Mrs. Lauricia Adanumbia. So for my memo, good afternoon, baby. I will be only a busheni na mo to say last week no do birthday Sunday and meant to me and back ma to mintina my busy kakra. Saso na memfa inchia kese enfema the mayor of Accra, my friend the Lord Mayor, Michael ni Papo Alote. Ono no the new mayor of Accra Metro. Woodru make us say uko mewa adia television ni no mo hwe TV XYZ enti ba minchiao honorable Michael ni Papo Alote and was executive secretary yenia Frimpon sana friend or your friend Alfred Kwame Boahim Frimpon executive secretary mintia policy manasa policy advisor chairman micho isifene wuni anom ni na micheche on papa protocol bentu muna nyinaa Ransford medidi sɛ mo ho ye papa wo Accra Metro ho nchia kese enkoma mo ye papa baby adui abegwafo aba betena fom ensem ne gubamba so aye ba na yebedi ehon komo na ndensem egubamba so aye bebedi hon komo no ese weni ensa de catchroom se Ghana had ye the biggest political platform inside politics man ye selfish catchroom you been on some country ni bi no mfento channel obia pe channel ye kind of cre channel Ghana kasa so enye baby as TVXYZ make I say wo satellite channel no so satellite platform no so aye so over digital channel na free to air wo so wonsa betumi akare wo so sa so na muso amutie power 97.9 FM men ye selfish catch you bi na so country ni bi na mo fento power 97.9 FM aha na independence empani na no mo bete no lukotu baby dia ye boguma bochi sa aka kansema ho hia na wo hu ma ne se ko sembo rutie ha obi hu sensema hia so se asutie no eno na ye de ma we firi kasi so nti sa na tie mamenko honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashamai, her former member of parliament, Edema Buim. Answer na memo honorable akwaba mpeni fonkai honorable. No honorable so owenim die yi papa. Oh no, honorable nsembi obebi edoneto sebia na yetumi akyerem so. Obi so honorable former MP sa me metumi aka. I say your co-position be 7-6 years. Money a boy adwuma pa ko 8 years. Wo honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashamai. Ye so no more power ho ne di dwuma sa non stop. TV radio we friend na put me ba ha na pa beria obono ho body pen phone kai no sa so na wa wonua pani alaja amade sorogo ono so ya dia former MP samabo adwuma ma nya dia eto se bi o se bi ai kai pen fo so wo mo ho former member of parliament ba Madina alaja amade sorogo ono so former MP ano so wabo adwuma MP se ni bi tedayo sa so na ye hwe yenua Timothy Atabuadi Awinthrim, former member of parliament, ma Brosa North. Ono so Munkai, ono so Babashu, ono so a shrimpenny for Sakukudame, Munkai Mopai, and my because my Bwejuma, yes, honorable, Timothy Atabuadi Awinthrim, Munkai, or former member of parliament, Brosa North. Oma Bwejuma, meaning say MP sa, former MP sa, na ma Bwejuma pa, you bet me akasa modie, mantina from. Mujai mu MP bedi mo ye dwuma mo kasa communication mo bo adwuma pa mo nua ba akoso e ka ho ye na mo ale yam yadom na mo ale ko aka mo enti akada 3 musketeers enti yesre kukudam se empanifo mo amuka obuwom mo nhwe honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashamai mayen mo nhwe honorable Timothy Atabuade mayen mo nhwe Alhaji Amadu Sorogo mayen sa so na ye papa chairman emeritus Joseph Kobina Adekoka Munkai Sampeni free for me no mu dijuma enti media no so ye bepe se ha wo so tumi ne ye dijuma omandan o mu chiama party no ncho mbetene baabi kwan o mafa no mpenfo nhwenro wodo mu no mo so minim se positions no appointment be brego so mo nhwe na mo mbo Sampeni free so maye yeso ye hu because ye nam kroma nkofo bisae enti ne ken na me ko takrade no bi bisame me ona me ka kire no nipa bisa me takrade bisa bobo mu di na ye hu se nkofo kra ni mu atakrade kan se mpenifo am ne omudi dwuma yente omonka ade wo ho se meka nipa mieni ombo mu ni ndi Alhaji Sorogo bo wudi bo we enti munia na amo ale kwa akamo sa so na chairman ade koka so ngofo bisa e ba minim se mpenifo odwen ho mu tu hana mo ntimbre pem no ombeye omoye so a ye betu dey magana fo ehu se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekuku dam yo munim de no munim mo betumi abo eso boa me reset Ghana nti we ye me humble player me de to mpenifo anim munkai kukuda mayen omo so abo adwuma ye pa me mama kwa aba mpenifo baby avocado de yeah da
say maka assembly achiro say 1 minute between 1 minute and 1 hour
me ko takrade na hawa nkofu bisa amase na omo kan say sa mpenifo ye omo etie mu a ye ni mu fi 2017 November ye share Power FM ase enima na edi dwuma TVXYZ tekabo mo de programs go mbe show ni na no ye nemo na omoso how me catch on about ba no say ko takra de say na bi mo catch em how mo si bubo mo din papa no na ye me hu kra omo bo ade koka bo wudin bo na bo Ashamai bo Sorogo na me so minim se mpanifo yade am ho adwene wo mu tirim enti em say omo yes aso mama kuku dam no so na say party phones be kasa no kra ye mpani fo zu hu say omo so esre na bibia tumi akonta enti akwa bibia mba studios na de bia aso mu ndam achi ye frema me den say mo say mo manti ni party nti mo beba abekasa enye say appointment no appointment mo beba be ye adwuma tinya me nhyram no nka mo so kwan a mo fa so ene edidwuma your honorable baby ofie baby aboko de
oh baby aboko last week we didn't come on no me krom say nso tough ti say obia onbombody na ondo na e hu say eduane ba around July August don't say na cedi no be sanya honde a boxy dollar no sa
is your bank na ba ho
oh come on I know me to be by one me chow me bancha we and be because me fa be
and the cool yourself account
I am na be wachi wow obi asem mfambre me so me see me the baba but me ba me fa me fie dia we no na kan na ye
and wo kwa me tu card
that's right what else we wanna be
no lo je go ka buta ba mate what's we be abako de
be abako
be ne den baby ofie
boko
Julia Danyami
is happy once again say yasan be share this biggest platform.
Yeah.
Say
Aduba ko wanya diary one mama bi.
2025 that's okay.
The man on because it's just low quality that obi
high quality
and low quality and dey me no nyade.
The chair ashefo
you okay,
like he rightly says a human dey gusu with or without appointment. The love is that we've brought freedom to the people of this country.
Yes,
we must be part of the freedom and ensure that the people of this country they have to get their freedom.
Correct.
From the fact that now be a cost year, dollar no, the inflation is also going down, fuel prices are going down, and so on. See, I'm poyang for kini ma ajip in so kwa neko. The time they kill the man, great. And we want to thank all those who support us. And they've always been asking, oh, Nyanti, Mokanyanti, Mode Moving appointment, they ever celebrate. Yeah, it's good. It's good that people are also looking at us and praying for the general success and the well being of you. Now we have been part of it. The important thing is that, say, Buana policies, you know. They should be properly implemented. So they will be a home betono, a hotono by bedroom, and so there will be a say. So they are concerned about it. They are concerned about the country. They are concerned about the governance of this country.
You better ask papa, but I'm saying, you better come on, Asano. Me pese beko ne yakore a deputy communication director de the New Patriotic Party Owusu Bempa adodo na friend abua papo na sembi odi atudwa ye ba ye bedi nkomo
se me ba Sami Jemfi, we are looking at him with an eagle eye. Mumie nyina yenye careful na asema me kan muntie ni. He went on a private mission.
Exactly.
He went out there. Maybe nim kwaso ni mania grada no da.
Also nim no da. First time on
na where you sika every ne car mu no wakan no de amano. Ye musa ye ho Jesus Christ e bra man no koye yi no omo fa abaaso omo koto abodo no. Oso mo wan na onye bone da onto bo mo ba no. People ebinu ye nim kofo mo ye party bo mo tam $50,000 to bob behind the scenes. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. My brother, we will not support this. My friend, I didn't. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands. Me, I will say it, and I don't care who owns his dog. When it's dead on arrival. Sami Jemfino is dead on arrival. It's dead on arrival. Nobody has the moral right to attack that young man. Me first person, I'm Sami Jemfino on UTV. I hate Bantu, exchanges come blows. I'm telling you, that gentleman will be and will be to me attacking on this particular matter. I'm telling you, public official, evidence is so real. Who evidence? Bring it out. Let the special prosecutor deal with him. Young man, Sami Jamfintu, or more Brakrano, $10,000 on your be. What are you talking? $10,000, I say. Or more Brakrano on your fee, Sami Jamfi can have $10,000. What are you talking about? Nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Nobody should go and attack the gentleman. There's nothing wrong. And I'll say it. Nothing wrong. And I will say
and return the $800 and double times it. I will do that. I will try to go to his office. And I will go there with my camera and show it to Ghanaians. Say Ghana way. More $800 no. Enunye mediaba. Medibi kura ka ho. Munyi musika. Na media meka. Medi isi no. Say na me so. Me mount uniye. And na me so as a great woman of God. Months away, every Israel. My anointing oil. Enunye. Me Bible. Enunye. Say na me so. Say honorable Sami Jamfi. Actually $800. It's an amemeso. The Juma Baba Bonnie dear. Me say, me check that to my sorry dining. Nenya minya no kwafu. Nenya nini ho. Because no Bible on a kind, see any penny na ye. 1 year. It's if Sami Jamfi has dashed me money, he deserves to give me. And you know soon see any obenya problem. I will return it back.
It's useless if the president is unable to act on this matter. Ladies and gentlemen, the irony of the present circumstance is that not only was Mr. Sami Jamfi a loud critic of Honorable Cecilia Dapa for some months ago, but he was equally very critical of her ladyship Justice Oguno few weeks ago because the judicial service paid for tickets in dollars, although this was the required currency transaction in such matters and also well situated within the travel policy of the judicial service. We say without fear of contradiction that in the absence of Mr. Sami Jamfi providing direct evidence of the source of funding, thousands of United States dollars found in his car, seen in the video widely circulated on social media. These funds are proceeds of unlawful or criminal enterprise by Mr. Sami Jamfi. Section 1 of the Anti-Money Laundering Act 1044
a press conference time bia nana boachi aye ojo no awon ti ase ma member also honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashama yen shase on Sami Jamfi na sem over the weekend the obaya e dey sembebre e dey aba ma men shase also
you say his excellency akokasa o Cote d'Ivoire
e be koso ana yendi kankan okay say video na okay yeah bro his excellency John Dramani Mahama semesona.
Greetings to everybody, especially His Excellency. Wow,
okay.
Now, the issues he has discussed are very critical. When Tina Kasa or radio and TV, so we are touching on issues that impact on Ghana.
Okay.
And the Ghanaians and the West African region. That is what is very, very critical. Listen to him. He talked about adding value to cocoa. Is that not it? Time private sector. This French company is in Ghana. I'm sure that Barry Calibo. They come to Ghana, establish a company, power process our cocoa, and then take it to France. And you know what they did? They built houses for workers. Tema, free zone enclave. They built houses for workers. So it means from our cocoa, they've been able to make enough money, build houses and give it to the workers, and they continue to power process our cocoa. Now, to process your cocoa, you must also think about energy. Energy. Now, if you remember during Nanado's time, Cosmos Energy left this country. Why? Because of their harsh policies. any left this country. Our president today, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, say these companies are back. And Papa, when you create a congenial business environment, companies will like to come and to create jobs for Ghanaians and the Ghanaian youth. Then you realize that he spoke about moving from the fossil fuel to the green energy. Do you get it right? The green energy, solar and then the natural gas. But I say we will continue to use the fossil fuel because of transportation of goods and services from one place. That is the diesel and the petrol. We will use it to a certain time before we move out. He also said that Nigeria for gas when you have a good government managing an economy, you see people and nations coming back. And that is what is happening right now in Ghana. And so, Your Excellency, we thank you so much. For 8 good years, the ECG and our energy sector owns the IPPs. $2 billion we have to pay. Now, when you listen to MPP people talking that we came and the lights were on, what did you do? What did you do? They shouldn't take Ghanaians as if we are people who didn't attend school. Now, NDC government brought the no, say no, let us engage. You see, let us engage the elite. Let us engage the elite.
Biggest platform in Ghana. Yes.
Oh yeah. No, we'll come to that. Let us engage because it is this elite, Omutadada, MPP for supporters. They know that with all due respect to them, those who cannot read, they go there to deceive them. Typical example. Must it take or does it take the judges of the Supreme Court to allow a president to have a third term? But Afenyo Makin went around saying that it is because of the third term that is why Mahama is packing. Must it take judges? It is an entrenched position. Yes. No, it
has go through referendum.
Yes.
If after the referendum, it must come back to Parliament.
Look at this. So, but he went round deceiving the people. That is why I want to speak to those elite. It shouldn't be that the knowledge in the MPP should be in the head of Ole Afenimaki. Others should know and educate their members. So these are the issues that are on the table that we are discussing today. How Ghana is moving. You see, MPP people will tell you that, oh, it is because of Donald Trump tariff war with China. That is why dollar is down. But they've forgotten that we have a disciplined government. We have a lean government. We have educated Minister of Finance who deal with figures that are printed, but not those that are gotten from somebody. Can you compare Kenufureta to Atufosin? You can't. You can't. I saw a video of Honorable Adongo saying that they went to Washington. And then they say, oh, come and listen to the what? Sri Lanka story. Sri Lanka has turned around. They went in there. Not knowing Sri Lanka don't have any story. Ghanaians have stories. The young guys from Ghana has a good story to tell the way they've been able to turn the economy around. So we expect everybody to support His Excellency's agenda. Let all hands be on deck. Let us push this nation forward so that tomorrow the youth, if we are able to get more energy and then process our cocoa, the value chain of cocoa is going to create a lot of jobs for the youth. That is what is very critical. And ensuring that we have a second batch of a trouble plant. The second plant also ensures that we have more energy. Because industrialization moves with energy. If you don't have energy, how do you industrialize? And that is the reason why MPP have failed. In their one district, one factory. You are not producing the energy, you are just using what Mahama did and left, and by the time you left, you just left debt. So it is a good news we've heard today from His Excellency John Dramani Mahama from Cote d'Ivoire. Now coming to Sami Davis.
Honorable Senkebi. Honorable, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kopiemo or Obima Inshallah Cote d'Ivoire Abidjan. Now African CEO forum Koso Summit Odia Tuja say dia 8 billion energy debt na energy sector debt no dia ending of the year and now early 2026 you better na ye isa sika no if he was debt in if you kanu ibeye fi obiom or the atu dwa so say add value to your cocoa beans no they be an raw cocoa beans na export ade asisi an yankasa so ye behwe ye di bia ye niema cocoa powder liquor ro cocoa butter ne niema bebre to the cocoa beans ne ye be ye na che say economy no so mu ayede na bibie tumi akonkan also we take on that na about the main issue
the details of it. Jana so menche a chefone tifo nyina and that John Dramani Mama Yadanasi about panel and the good policies is just bringing. Now, West Africa, even in Africa and the world at large, he's a respected personality. You can't take that away from him. You just can't take that away. Nyanko pombo adiano abo. No matter the evil intentions and the plans against the guy, he continues as the most respected president in West Africa. Okodru be a crowd no. They look at him to be a messiah, to be the savior. And we Sanya mani nyinano ye hunu ogana hanu se o take over no. We share 5 months down the line. Our city is appreciated at an unprecedented rate. It is the most good performing currency in the world. Fuel prices are coming down. What do you call it? Inflation is coming down. Among for generally, people are happy in this country. People are just generally confident. And then I'm one of the stations. I make say, look, it is not just about gold now. I'm MP before I say gold now. Samiji and Fini gold board ne turning tea. And I must see this pound. That is not the issue because MPP had 30 tons of gold. Yeah, the city was at what 16. The city was at 16.
Government is not disciplined.
And the government was not disciplined because they were wasting public funds into unproductive area. No, they be 58 million, no more 2 amena, no more years. Look at all the institutions that get income for this country. No institutions, no more bokrono, no more yearning. Look at the NSB guy. Come do one point and the NSB. Now, check all the state institutions and so on. We share president one can say he's going to me back, but something very important and people must look at this. We share the number in 120 days. We have what we call establish an accelerated export development council to promote exports as part of a broader strategy for economic transformation. What this one means is that chair this council. The president is not, no one is chairing, he is going to chair it. Okay. The essence I want to say, non-traditional export in the year 2023 gave us $4 billion. Target is at the end of the day he's going to get $10 billion for non-traditional export. Non-traditional export is basically about the agri sector. Into schedule Cote d'Ivoire, he knows exactly what he's talking about. President John Dramani Mahama knows what he's talking about. And Wanya Kaso set industries to process cocoa into other forms of cocoa products, being what you call powder, chocolate, and so on. Trust that he will do it. Trust why you be that. Into a castle beya or the advice he's giving is that in West Africa, our strength, if we go into agri and agri processing, that is where the liquid money is. That is where it is environmentally friendly. What was talking about the green transition? That is it. We talked about this in our manifesto. Into the ACC, and yes, or that's sorry, and or that there's a vision for it. And what he's talking about the gas and so we are building, like he talked about, we are going to build the next attractive gas in this country.
Second gas,
and it will give us a revenue of $500 million each year. The new one, it will employ more than 1,000 people. Wow. Now you see, he built the Atuabo gas because I was in Palma, went for the loan. Atuabo gas made over $400 million a year. We check him in the MPS. You know, recently there's the biggest ship liner. There's nowhere in West Africa. It is only in Ghana. The whole West Africa. It is Ghana that. Can you imagine the vision?
Wow.
Someone who stayed in Port less than 4 years. MPS. Can you imagine the vision? Less than 4, because now we're caught for 8 months. And yes, sir. Less than 4 years, he's able to build that. That the whole world, that ship, and your vessel, international vessel, Bagana na this small vessel operated by the Navy. They gave it a salute. Who salute? Who sent up a bano? There was a small vessel. And then they didn't. The salute was. Who said, "You scatter this way." They are welcoming and saluting because the captain itself was an icon in the whole world. It is only in Ghana it even landed. It means that the whole port now can't even land. Do you see how a country is grown? One will say friends, and these are the things that we want to do. And let me tell you, look. The MPP government is over 1 trillion Ghana cedis. Total revenue put together is over 1 trillion cedis. $30 million. Shetema Port na do $2 billion. Gas na is yen and do sao, but it's going to save us more. This is what we call investment. In the green energy in our canon, that is it, because we are going to transition into solar. We are going to transition into solar. And into other forms it will be environmentally friendly and so on. So for me, your president now, so whatever we do as good citizens of this country, not just NDC people, but good citizens, all the good citizens of this country should join John Dramani Mahama. If it is just 5 months in power, this is what he can do. Can you imagine that coming to the end of the year, the celebration we are going to get? That confidence alone now. When say when we came, no, say borrow and retire or we pay the treasury bills that way. These people here, no. When we went to the market, they gave us more than we wanted. Basically, GDA pen on us are returning back. That alone is confidence to the people. So we want to focus on that. We want to ensure and support that the manifesto, the budget, and everything is done. Reckless spending. Almost at 2 forces so a year forensic audit, not using only just Ghana. Auditor General says, but with repeatable international affairs to make it concrete, to make the data testable. Omuyasana, afeno, omunko tusikanungu. Say, minia ashama ye contract for 100 million ebetiano. And yes, why contract 10 million, 100 million. They must verify this thing and get the proper data to. And no, you don't waste money. And the confidence will continue. Their confidence in build it to the extent that Ghana is now a toast of the world. The best currency all over the world. They are talking about it. Won't pay when up there. I think that we have to support the president. We have to support all the policies, support the appointees who are there to ensure that my MP for now. Obinu kasati say, my friend say, Nanabi, who am me fit. I don't. You see, they're so nauseating and irritating to resent that. You don't believe these are human beings. Must say, be your Ghana Hanmo. Who dare you to be talking like that? Better program. But for now, I think we want to say congratulations to the president. I think he's doing so well, not just in Ghana, or all the West African countries in Brazil. When we do that, will be a very strong market place for business destination, because we should tram the taxes in Intina. It is even good because taxes now must you have to think better. I had to say, oh no, Papa, or no, I catch as a team. They say, well, do 20 years, compared dying. You have to begin to think as a matured fellow. That is what Trump has done to us. And I don't see Trump's tax to be something very bad. It is only telling us to think and do things in a different way, in a better way, so that we can be able to stand as an independent country, not just in terms of independence, but economic independence and social, what do you call it, progress in the country.
Okay, Meda, honorable Timothy awentrim ataboade medana se papa mami nchiao Abubakar Siddiq Suleiman mpomoto saying we are research and policy analyst mechechi opapa osan a former aspirant ayawa so north PC chiao yembra issues nankasa so na yenhwe over the weekend na mamdi kanka see funny brother national communication officer Sami Jemfi, now the acting CEO at the Gold Board Ninsensema onani pim oche obisa na de ade na na grada ni pim oche na de ede ensensem bebre aba MPP fo asori gina omo nhwe yen mo nkabom omo party egu a next year ombenya 21% no omo nwe no ho ana na bi asori gina make us say so national service scandal treat we adwuma ho ntini na na ani you ba ni ano so Sami Jemfi asem na wo ka yenhwe a dollar gift or the ma nana grada de nsem bebre aba
Nicholas medical da nyankopo asese Sandra Sami Jemfi akosia chief of staff enyesa
yes
na asem boniviansi so nti se no ya faki Sami asem na shedem se ye ba be fesi MPP fo ankasa those of them who say ye mpam no ye ba be fesi omo etiefo ni MPP fo ni nyina ni se ewi o ma we no ewi o ma we na ye omo ya because no o ma won say Sami Jemfi have led the serious assault on the MPP into the MPP ni bia obinu se yenko ye His Excellency on calling for investigation in Yoko. But Oman say Sami Jemfi anye boni they are constitutionally or against the law. You get it right. When we ask her, but they should call for investigation. What is that? What is that? Hey, MPP for ye catch them. Me de yadimu me meti ha meti homamu day in day out. Sami Jemfi on kobe bia. Chief of staff onyam pamu ndra nkwade ye obiam pamu bia movie setan bia ye ba power to say Vicky Hammer hwe se ne His Excellency ye kra no ekire kra ye ndisi fo asanu ye hu se obi di ni nkombo keke no ye dia pamu. It was the MPP people who led that agenda.
Oh yes,
it was the MPP people agenda ntina me ka twom se Sami me say ye be face omo squarely ye be face omo squarely. Our honorable Abuga Pele, dear Benna MPP for anye in the 8 years echa Abuga Pele de nanado akasa honorable nanado akasa wan kasa ena ndemu sa ka kire se yensam pamu ye golden star yen pamu no da onko china mo MPP for no musuba boni ntina ya pamu afra konja no so. If you have any criminal actor Sami Jemfi ebe hanadwinu bring it out, let us look at it. Look, the only thing mpenyifo a omukasa can say okay, say Sami Jemfi during campaign time he was not a public officer, but he say no a public officer occupying a very sensitive position. That I agree. And as Samian Kasa Bebe Kase, it was out of indiscretion. That I also agree. And on which we apologize, that I agree with him. Apart from that, and aside that, no be bien nothing. Na se say MPP for no, yeni mu di befisu. Se ma won say confirm brother and now you there.
Yes.
Say hey Sami Mami kan don't let this woman get close to your vicinity anymore. Also side is kanu the bill agenda minya agenda ni obesa kwa
you think Simon will take the money?
No. It is not about taking the money. Did you hear her? She said that she and her cameraman will go and give the money back. Do you know what they are going to do again? So you should not allow you should not get closer. No amugadi amo protect Sami Jemfi agrada me manim benu even by 100 meters me manim benu say osa this cannot command sikanu fa na di sikanu fa na di the person I hate in my life a greedy person she say usra obi sika nipa no ma sika ni aka won nsem wasa hwi sika no se odi ni nyina mawa na ye de na wo kasa asem wo dwin se nipa bi susu wo ho a esese bi asame no esese ma no sika. So she went there on her own agenda. So you comfort and said I was so for and now I call Jahuma be free Israel. Please don't get closer to Sami Jemfi again. Who the final call sorry and you know na ejiji other than sorry man ejini sika or musika say obia say 1,000 fana ubompa fatu ho na ubompa ubenya double sika no aba enye court no ma copy. So please let us protect our own. The grassroots of NDC who were annoyed, I agree with you, but Adobreo, don't allow your anger give out our golden egg. Don't allow that. MPP for the yes idea. So we don't have to allow. I am very, very sure, sir, the Chief of Staff and His Excellency Benya Samihu Kasachre, so that next time such a thing should not happen at all. Should not happen at all. Sikanu the MPP phone to me in country NDC for say beche sikana yenche. Say beche krono yenche no kukum. Hey, Sami and NDC for be brave peskanu. And a Ghana for NDC for kwa omu peskanu. Baskanu menche no about wow sikanu no. Wow sika. Ube tumi afro bia na ndona manu sika nipa won say obre. Enya grad anuma o ma ye koko fine say no. Sa nipa no ni hia no wo hifa. Onye hia ni. Inti please let us arrest this case on the side of Sami Jemfi and let us face the MPP people. Let us face them. They just want to poo-poo what is going on. The economic gains are Ghana and Sami Jemfi no, Sami is going nowhere. To me, I don't have any power, but to me, Sami is going nowhere. MPP for Mupe Shipu. They should go. Time we enam hajide. Ghana for the Australia oba enu de na nado ka kire no edubu ahi ba ku bia anas video nu wan kobo vice president din enu anu nkasa jisika pudo ewo videos ya hu de na nado ye no sisila dapa ye ko hu sika woni dem de na nado na na bia o hye chichi ti se media no kese no se no de no o ka fa ho we dey no defend the woman and na ye de ye ngina na ye pam Sami Jemfi say wa ma agrada sika. No, that will not happen. And the reason why people are talking is agrada was supporting Baumia in the 2024 election. E can some bonya for NDC, and that is why the grassroots were angry. We understand them, but that should not lead to the dismissal of some. It will not happen. We will not agree. We will not agree. We will appeal to the Chief of Staff. We will appeal to him and His Excellency because the MPP cannot lead this agenda. They have lost. I always say, how can MPP people who have lost be leading the agenda, setting the agenda for the NDC? They can't do that. This time right now, we have wise up MPP for yenya bi pa agenda mu set no feli na nabi se wo asempa bi kan na jai Sami Jemfi asem no enfanto ho mo amu omu bisu ye mo thank you to nana
say am so much omo aka say aka 3 region omo ye 13 aka 3 region
nanka mi bon pa say
chairman ne dwane
chairman no dwane demonstrations me say nkomu nkoso mo nyina mo nko ho because I'm praying me prayer point ni say MPP ngu by June nti so mo nyina ko shower thank you to na obo say sika no pie twade pie ebuo efante so say ma sha say na chairman no dwane say na okay please chairman go back do the thank you to. Thank you to no an apology to no mu ko gada ni nyina mu be wi a na me mpa ebo na boom Ghanaians and fellow NDC people, we are pleading with you. Leave Sami Jemfi alone. Let us pray for them. All the appointees, I'm sure you've learned a lesson. And Amobisuna Obidi Shadi. Learn your lessons. We should not give ourselves to NPP people to be leading the agenda. Sami Jemfi, Misudaya Unkobibia, Agrada Susu, Sekano onfa Ghana for Susu, Mun Chambo Agrada pa, Nidi Eya Boni or Krum Hadodo or Jidim Boni, Pauti Agrada, Dianadi Boni. Now, Sapa, so Sako Sami Jemfi, that should not happen, and it will not happen. Mudawasi.
Ibedasa papa Honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashamai a submission Mamenko Honorable Timothy.
First of all, as someone look, there's no any law in Ghana here. I kase ma gift, man for gift more. No any law that prohibits to give gift. And it does not matter the style I would ma gift, be it in pounds, in euros, and in dollars. There's no any law that says that you should not. You can give. In any case, is it because camera and capture and camera and capture? You mean sika MPP phone kukrom de mama fokrom han. If the camera hadn't captured, and the guy did it with love, he gave the money with love. Yes, or the Maya. Share. Nicholas, now about a week or about 3 weeks ago, I went to Sammy's office. I nearly went by because I didn't. Namkas and Neno office because me ko nipa mu go hono no. The number of people, one of last time I've been there before. Try and go there. Just one day you just walk there. The number of people almost Sami office no. I was surprised. Namkas it was a recruitment agency. I me do almost Sami say is that the so me ko jina on me dey meka. The people and he has to meet everybody. Oba frame 10 no ba in the ukosa meje officer it's not in your officer a man for officer na sofa chairs wo hanumo na hanumo ya ho shrine no like an ordinary teacher's office head teacher's office then you attend to this no attend to way na woman reception also or the Mexico go so I'm a former no I didn't know wait for me Anna, and Sana Sami Munyana, there's honorable come in. He listened to me because I wanted to go and suggest some things apparently about radio and Nkekaho. Now, yes, Anna, I went. This guy has worked so hard, so diligently, with honesty and humility. TNU. Sami will be the last fellow to do anything to obstruct this government after having fought with the blood. He will be the last fellow. Yeah, committees na simple. I know one day, our conduct, we talk to ourselves and so on. Into the even Jesus Christ, when he was giving birth, people sent gifts to him. One of a gift and called my Jesus Christ. They went and gave gifts to Jesus Christ. That means that gifts itself is part and parcel of our of us. In any part, Africa here gives is part of it. And so one kasano and kasamije fiso a man is canon ko tu ni kano kwa and ko mbeka se hwehwehwe mboa de agrada akache so man is coming to fuel ana we tuka na kwa man no agrada mponko no ka bekasa nka me so na hwe na me mpeni sika. You know the type of language that have come up. Oh nka me so na hwe na me mpeni sika. Where did he go wrong? People should tell me. We should not criminalize gifts because the omudi one day someone will genuinely come to Sami for support. But the omudi it will make otherwise people that who are in genuine need who will go there and then he will not be able to support them. Which of them can pass the test if they put them there? The money that case not from public money. Shan kasi assembly we ko kan your friend say Nana B the complete trash o say him tua na ka onya is ka o he really dia juma na wo same Nana B we you tua o ka onya is ka no someone who is a lawyer even practicing law alone can get something. He's our communications national communications officer for so many years now. How much is $1,000? How much is $10,000? Why do we do that to ourselves?
It was $800.
Can you call us? What you say? There was an MPP CEO Bia. What $100,000 coach and a driver. How much capture no videos?
Yes.
You remember that incident? Yeah. Where was Nanabi? Driver Nkasa.
A former GMPC.
Former GMPC driver. One man $100,000. What were they doing when the man gave the $100,000?
Yes. driver GMPC CEO ekukuru $100,000. What kind of Canada Japan can say or can a slants and what is $100,000? What kind of name? So
be bragging bas.
$100,000 is was it money laundering? No money laundering. Was that against the gifts policy? What at all and conform with person me look, we are busy resetting this country or my say country. The president and his team and all of us are busy to reset the rot chronono mujamayano. Be my destroying, we are busy to reset it. When Sami Jemfi was made and fake conditions of service and brought
and the better Abraham and yes sanity.
What a team. First of all, Sami Jemfi is still not the CEO, he's an acting CEO. Sami Jemfi would have to appear before Public Service Commission. Then when you appear, just like all the CEOs, then the Public Service Commission will interview you whether you fail or not. Then when you pass, I found your real employment letter. Normally your conditions of service attached and your emoluments and your salary. Now when you call Public Service Commission, that salary structure in front of the mass was 125,000, and I was very surprised that Dr. Kabiru, a member of the finance committee, does not know that a CEO must appear before Public Service Commission. Yes, before an acting CEO must appear first of all. Who comes out? Who chairman? Who board chairman? That is why our CEOs cannot take decisions now. They cannot employ. They cannot do it because they are acting. So you need to appear before Public Service Commission first. Normal interview. So passer, then the Public Service Commission will then write your employment letter employing you and stating with conditions of service. Sikado do obeji allowances. Woman obia nyanko Public Service Commission. So where did they get that thing from? If you have a credible case, you don't need to fake documents to destroy someone.
No.
Since somebody bano, the truth always runs marathon and lies runs sprints, and the truth shall win this marathon. And like my brother says, Sami Jemfi is going nowhere. No one is removing today, tomorrow, and forever. He's going to be there after 2020 or some person you'll be there. No one will remove because he's working for the people of this country. He's not working for MPPO. He's not working for Nana B who cannot think beyond a fish. Who dare you, Nana B, to come and be saying that money laundering? Money laundering? Since when have you stopped using dollars in your party? Moko primaries in Pomu use dollars. Moko mu primaries. She primaries or mokono. She sikadu draw mu di ma delegates. Sikadu draw mu di ma delegates. She binimu to be ma cars.
Cars, yes.
Flats televisions, motorbikes. Look at how much they pay their delegates.
Chest freezers.
Chest freezers. Who did almost everything now? Important to remember. Moko primaries are mudisani money in ako. I feel obi achi obi sika openly. He didn't do it with any malice. Wanye amfase jumboni ne dem obi na akoma. And or the maye, just like he's been doing. That has been his practice. But in any case, say me kayano. Anka Sami Jemfi a man is kana or sreya na. Omo ambaka se Sami Jemfi is arrogant. Nana agrada akasa man is kama ntofu well. Wa mano. They would have even said that Nana agrada mpono penis kana or son ashe. Ombaka se no yes. Ombaka se no almost son ashe. What sort of caricatures are these? We are not ready to entertain this type of human beings. She press conference on you wasted time. You couldn't hold press conference to condemn what happened in your party. You could not hold press conference and preside here. What do you call it? Containers were sold embarrassingly. Procurement here for ECG. You could not hold press conference to condemn that act. You can hold press conference on this useless things or be this scam or be. You can talk. I know Samia has learned his lesson, but lessons are Samia learned. It's going to affect all of us. Lessons are the CEOs have also learned as a result of Sami. It's going to affect
all of us today. Nti nyina ntimi nkoka say wo ma isika man to fuel o. Uko na fuel na san wo de pian ka si baby no ko for trotro because we are going to say to give a gift it is not criminal to give a gift.
But honorable Mr. Minyanko Ntino Kosuno.
No, for Sammy is going nowhere. We cannot. They want us to throw Samia. We will not do it. Okay, so many tricks. They can't. You know me, Samia has been a Samia has led the communication. He's a young man. My brother now far older than him. So we respect him for his prowess. We respect him for the way what the energy, for this zeal, what the a lot of dynamics back communication team. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? The MPP will tell us who was their communications officer. Nana Bina no Kauno. One time, Sami met him. He could not debate him. He has to slap him. Nana Bio. He doesn't respect himself. You are with your colleague on the nation and you have to slap him, and you are also a leader of a political party. The MPP should have sanctioned him.
Yes,
they should have even banned him. This guy, if I allow him, and they think that they can use this in Minia, nothing can happen to Sami. Sami has done nothing. If we do something to him, God Himself, our catcher say, that means that we are going against God, and we are not prepared to go against the God of President John Dramani Mahama, the God of the NDC that brought us to power. Is a God of giving, a God of gifts, a God of loving, a God of kabum, a God that look at what do you call it? Sadness. So for me, I think it has come and gone, like Honorable Ashama has said. There's a lot to be
now we are facing the MPP.
We are going to face them fully. Those who are talking, they should know that they have a case with Attorney General and the OSP. They started prosecuting. Case now and a prosecutor more. They should be wise and they should know that they are going to face the full records of the law. When we start, they should not say that no, we are not going to take any excuse. We cannot criminalize giving gifts. Gifts is part and parcel of our life. That is how we're created. Sure. Even if you are as rich as the legendary King Midas, King Midas, those even if you are as rich as the legendary King Midas, look, King Midas, you still have to give a gift.
Oh yes, I need to hear.
You get it? You still have to give a gift. That does not mean anything. But he has gold, he has everything. But when you go, you have to give. It's part of us. As to how much you give every wakumam. As to how much you give, it's your capacity to give whatever you give. Whether 1,800, whatever it is, it's your capacity. He was having 10,000. He can even be having 100,000 or not in the 100,000 a year. As we see today, no auditor general has come to say that gold board money has gotten missing. You cannot determine what Sami uses money for. He's not involved in any criminal activity. He has done everything genuine. He's here. He has not run away. We should wait when we come and then we are opening everything. Ghana for
okay, you better ask Papa Honorable Timothy Atabuadi. Moses Clinic say men can show say me pacho bebre or the dry friend Moses garlic capsules about a drama show and make us say Moses garlic capsules say we be able to improve blood circulation no be on and send 93 cholesterol level was checking amo and never be ambo ni pedwe be to yi ni na afi wo mu kama na abo ni pedwe wo ya Moses garlic capsules ebebo ye ma bibie to be alcohol and kind ebio Moses Clinic dey ye ni mo dadanti prostate disorder saso na sexual weakness be man oba awo ayo problem hypertension diabetes sciatica typhoid fever saso na malaria stroke STI sene dental problems no more dentist wo ha and a dental clinic wo kwa fan we no mu dwumedie bia ye hwa kire wo se ye ntu wo se ye mfele wo sim ene dwumedie bia di we no so Moses ye bi ho Jomecha Kwanwa Dental Barrier opposite the police station, Sasona AESL building inside Ghana Highways Authority. Accra Ministries will be more Jacob opposite school for the deaf. Will be more Kumasa Hima Coco Bains and Tasso Boase Quine so and also omo ho papa na bibia etumi akọ enkan. Okay, enti me yekọ yenim no ex natural mineral water wunya bi no me apebi bobo na yenso amuda hokroje ye 350 ml ye 500 ml na ye 750 ml enso asesi ofa bebi obi aka ho asem ye friend ex natural mineral water ebia o obetumi ye program be parties funeral celebration occasion be obetumi asevu ase akola to minum peni to minum ba to minum bema to minum make am for ex natural mineral water mo oba XYZ broadcast ya himfie ha ye depo kesena wa ha dudu bi open won se betumi aka bibi wa ha befa biko obetumi afre 0596273546 0596273547 ex natural mineral simply natural so na me pacho power specialist herbal hospital and na medru so me pacho bebre ya friend hepatitis B omobo omo di papa ko mebo CD and E no so mebo fatty liver sciatica prostate obi ho anensa na ibu pain ayim krobroni friend ulcer compound na hawa na fibroid ni na no wodi wani trim wo power specialist herbal hospital ometumi aboku massive branch no fe yase Lake Bosomchi Road opposite Jesbro filling station Accra branch no wo kwa benya ACP kwa benya pokwase ACP Road wa saso na Takrade branch no Anaji Estate adjacent Anaji MA Primary School wa no so be hu omo ho 0244 544422 and 020 038 3831 na woni omoso ending komo na bibia entumi enkonkan ebi obepacho sa wutie me amekanfo 4-star forest lodge resort diamo enye bebia se Safari Valley Eco Resort na mekanfo de amount wudru ha ewodewu okre district na weni beka na weni beji papa wudru beka se ke Nicholas kai mepacho omoye run 24-hour service wo ho omo guest in any time be obetumi abwere ho edru ho kama na wudru ha omo surrounding wildlife life bi e wo be hu zebra antelope ne mbo bebre nankasa nikan ye papa omo kana wo hansu wo ma utumi tina kanu nketu abim na wo na wo koba no wo mo waterfall wo ho ho mframa ne nika ho so bebi wotumi atena bebi akama na wo rooms na ese weni ense de catcher ntu utumi da ho omo private swimming pools ahro wo ho a no so betumi dware mu obedi so woni problem say local na continental dishes na no ubenye bi edidi kama mo ani age ese weni ense de catcher hwe Safari Valley Eco Resort wo Dewu Okre District Mountains here ko na weni beji for reservations in a fre 0596 9143 94 na bibia entumi enko enkan sa enfemo Victory Valley Victory garlic capsules na medru so Victory garlic capsules obi ho a na kuma boni pere sa otose bia na wonsa etose bia yetititi wona ayetititi nsa ananse na chi ananse no ofin no chi wo nti so wutie mi a bepa chope Victory garlic mixture na no moni so ayekusukusu improve blood circulation yi papa nti wonya ebinuma ebebo enye na organ ha bebi eton adrobia okwa wonsa betumi akabi okan Shikens walk herbal and also betumi afra 020 129 3280 and 0242 54 5633 na bibia entumi enkonkan papa mepese beti senyo hosi na sama okaye efano Sami Jemfi nensensema abe ho mama yentiembra yeba ebetu ankomo no so
no basis to really say he did anything wrong. And I explained. It's not wrong for anybody to give to anybody money. We do that every day. It's not wrong for you to possess dollars. Practically almost everybody I think I'm talking to right now may have $1 or $2 somewhere or has held dollars at some point in his life. All right? But there's a legitimate concern. What's the quantum? $800, $2,000, whatever it is. How did Sami Jemfi just get money? Who is Sami Jemfi? When did he even start working? Yes, he's a 37-year-old young man. But if you don't know people's story, be patient. I think it's fair to ask, but don't assume graft. I know the assets is acquired. While in opposition, he's worked as a senior executive of Ghana's largest contract mining company. All right, respectfully, For somebody who was already living an affluent life before his appointment, I don't find it unreasonable for him to possess that quantum of US dollars. I may say that because you're a public official, you shouldn't be doing that and flaunting that. The Iranian president recently said that in terms of economic difficulty in any country, lavishness by public officials, even when it is with their own private resources, is indefensible. And to that extent, I agree that what he did was inappropriate. But let's not push the boundaries. He's apologized, he's realized what he did was wrong, was inappropriate. But don't assume he actually stole your money to do it. That is the
your brother, senor. Osi no so nense mo de tu dwa na yete no. Mayankwe, former NSB. Yeka National Signal Brew. Kobna edu over there. Kobna edu buahin. Kobna edu buahin. On there omone ne kopie mo court. Na say midnight and ra ye release no. But osan wo 49 million Ghana cedis. Scandal be cyber security. Procurement deal be. Akwahane de someone who you Mamiti honorable that Ecosia Shama.
Etie for a Dubai hen.
The lawyer so to papa so attachment.
A Dubai hen 7 Nipa obe said that some any lawyer attachment. Because one was last week assembly by Omako yi listing team B and Omama MPs BC Kani winning
political parties.
Minya. Mr. Akaun, as former members of parliament, you see, you cannot go and say Yama Wiskao. Committee no say Yabema Wiska Obia and Kase we need this Kanubao. Because we know we have sitting allowance. Until baby atacha edi edugwa hensem aircon. Atacha ankasa edi ni hu two problem. Because the client edugwa hen will never succeed on this. And yes, me bompa se mani succeed. But ohwe nsem a eda pono so. Any dia atacha aircon enfa. Now from Signal Bureau was akora Ghana Water Company. Enu ni sika ye kan yo. Inti nya ye kase ni say enye se ye janu se onko fie keke na esa asema etosum no eno na esa chichire no
the first one ya man bill
enti asem second one eno esa chichire no e di akose ho na eye nwanwa pa though many respected MPP people are not talking about this issue because omankasa hunye ekoso but those who don't care and those who want their money, Atacha is representing him as a lawyer. He is not representing him as an MP. As a lawyer. Na lawyer ni biano wanya criminal case or person only the enfam. Other than that, enka Atacha say MP onko. So enuni insema ekos ba ma mbisa ye hu. Hwe sika eba. A branch ese midisika we ayese midisika we ayese. Ansem bisani say your modus operandi, your code of operation in the office, Emma Okwan say, Konako chiche sikama political parties ana minority parties no. Found who ben which political party wins power. And found inti nemuka say eno matoka amawe na se obia MPP ni ye etumi ma minority for sikani kasa edie na one ma majority for mu MPP for enu de omu nka ho so they want to turn the case because no as they say no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na ewo powers ntino wama minority den wama musika impenyifo hwehwa ahun say emra ho si odisika no finance kra no ya ye mra no kra nsa no no eba office and now mabeyi ndramika article bi and a press release from Agaga. Yes, as at that time and on a chairman of the committee no and a ranking no okay say no answer na minister for national security kanda pa be babeyi no actually no my mra no dada enti Atacha ye ni nyina say opeska. Yes, it is his right as a professional say onya nisika but onja infutra o to go amount for enisu na ministre attorney general say ejuma no dosu also but asem we de yenhwe no ntem because nsem bebre ho won say asem we no enka ora nsem wo meanwhile ora nsem no yesi about 2000 plus into no days no eko me de bia me ka say 4 years is prosecuted menia inka this cables nsem a by ECG inka say another prayer ko hu warehouse bi wo adwejiri yenchi no nkohye no on trust statement na ya chi afenyuma ki hu na wo ye chama na dubi kaba na ya chi no na wa trust statement na o se kru na ye dedede na ya minister say appoint o mususu no mu de mu mfam anu nko ho ye no ye de ya no beko na mususu mu ye dwuma was esumasi na mu ye dwuma na ye chiwe no na de bi I wish say every afternoon about 2 of sin na pimpa musi de neko na breaking news na to so sa nkrofo ya diboni hwe se at kanufurata ye enye musi me no baba na me no nyamba
yeguso
mpenifo mi pamucho special prosecutor ne didi say the notice say no MPP special
ankwano my Everest
David Ajabin mumpamunu your excellency agro we aye didi ebe hayo mumpamu Ajabenu da onu nani at the ofurata nu na didi o Ajabenu ofurata nu I don't hate him I love him as a Ghanaian but say this a win power sack that man. The man should go home. I just say Matisse Ajabenu onu na oye Gabriel Chiridaku lawyer. Ye tio.
No ye na.
Ena Gabriel Chiridaku eni kenufurata no omuti se no for ne kuku. You get it? Please sack that or play a game. When we say we see ne kenufurata entinenka. Masati say.
Oh ye wo me munti ehwe. Akwa ending.
Matisse we see second June.
Akwa June.
See, the dates are not specific.
As some say declare.
Missy.
Person declare wanted. I'm questionable.
Missy. Say. Ajabe. I don't know what Ajabe. You should sack that man so that we move on. In some bebre she say yeka PDS in some.
7 months.
Missy,
7 months.
PDS is a disikana di, and then no matter the catcher say light mujina ho. Meanwhile, mudika ashe ho. These people must go into yenya edubahin. I don't hate him in any way, but Ghana mra nsema yeti say no credit. Say Ghana, I establish an office for you. Who internet connectivity anyway. What's that on the Ghana water? Busumi dia oji 1.3 million Ghana cedis no. Minia say you credit one say udemu dada. Inti attach be ye ni nyina minia just prepare.
The lawyer
open sikaji. So that one day we can begrudging because sorry attach an catch time or works a house and yes so be to check na ebe hu never see me dey see attach na no the tisasi chire on to me boa eduba me catch ro
honorable Benasi Embrenity honorable yenti we Timothy
the MPP for no the MPP they don't learn and because they don't learn they will continue to suffer it share attach yenti Ken Crunchin ko prison. If you remember the pension case, yes. Ken Crunchin, you know, attach was non a lawyer. I was Uncle can't summon brown or any two in front of the superior court, the Supreme Court judges. I don't say, I don't lock and Crawford. I believe that if it would be a different lawyer, Ken Crunchin wouldn't have gone to court, wouldn't have gone to prison. Because so sure man for facing the court at that time, they didn't lock that apart from attach here. And because they don't, yes, and because they don't learn, and not no call or yeah, ama aduwa tina prison or church near ancestors or that alone can be used against you. Yes, but that alone can be used against you because you have broken an oath of secrecy against obey breaking as a national security operative. There are some things you die with them. Maybe we are national security a year. You die with them. It's not everything that you can even go to prison. You will not say them. Into so we are national security operative. Now some aba. Yanyan lokum pony no kotna ho fake and yama diaba. In any case, also this can be a friend say interior committee in parliament, defense and interior committee. Defense and interior committee, no one know a chairman. Nene Canada Japan. Interior Canada Japan Bisan say, also G's can be another on G's can be. You see, your own Canada Japan was the chairman for the interior and the defense committee. And if Commander he say, or discuss by Mamu say, Mon pass act now. Does it mean Canada Japan took part in that money? They should let us know. They should know that all the MPP people who were on that thing also took part of the money. You see, you can't throw that into why are they bonny? You can't, then you go and bring this issue, you go and bring that issue, you want to obstruct justice. And I think that the Attorney General Kasobe established the public tribunals. I'm saying he has to fast track the establishment of the public tribunals. Then some of these public tribunals must run the 24-hour economy. No? If we say jail, they must go through 24 hours. Yeah, jail been in 8 hours. No, not be so so 1 court to jail. 3 different people within 24 hours. The public tribunals must be established. They must go through the property, and then the judges will man and jail them. Then we must operate the course in the 24-hour system na e dey ba no. Say the baby to ma fast track obia. No ma ko prison, no ma jaye. Nya asundwe na dey adwuma okroma. Because some of that have been left off the hook. They think that it's ended lara. It's not ended. Criminal cases ended. It takes that even 100 years to be brought back. We've seen cold cases they are back to life to try and so on. For a Dubuahen, you see, now come you Dubuahen and lawyer now. Okay, so disclose be actual lawyer no. Now he should start the plea bargain. Niamana sikana akodi no hono won fa isika mbreye mfie na akotono ya ajeji efie. If there are interest on the money, they will pay back the interest, then will reduce, but the okono will still retrieve their things and he will still go for the 25 years or more. And that is the first charge now. But the second one so the lawyer should know better. He should advise. We a lawyer, you also counsel your client. You also advise your client as to the best way for you. And as some said, this Attorney General say, no for case in court, abrawa proper due diligence investigation. Yes. Because he doesn't want to send a case to court and lose. So he wants to get there. And anytime he says he's charging you, you have to be careful. When you say charge, that means that he has gone through all the issues, dotted the T's, and know that case where I'm the court, I know that at the end of the day, the people of this country whom justice emanates and justice is done in their name, will begin to clap for the Attorney General and the setting of the institutions that want to set in this country. Okay, but now Honorable Timothy Atabuadi Awinterim Mendana Papa, former member of Parliament, the Ma Brosa North, the also Honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashamai. Former member of Parliament in Mapwe. You're from Nicholas Yaus, no to me from King Nicholas. My men that team Nina Smisa, Kelvin Asante, Menda Camera Elvis, Kufia Santia, Semenda, Miss Emmanuel Kisi, Menda, so for Alex, Team Nina, more Huina Bass, Wina Mendo, Winasi, Namenda, gift in Nunia, Lizitego Assi. Yamaya Muswa, on Henababua, my Benny, on a beposo hima. The news of Papa Pie in a can on Mode Bray and Timo Fidian Cost on the TVXYZ and the Power 97.9 FM. Yes, Wamba, you were saying share Debbie. Good evening.